which we're now going.
We're live?
Yeah.
Oh. So, welcome back to another session of Star Wars D&D. So, last session, you all made it back out into Freak Space. You had just gotten off of the Solar Chariot, the gambling den. And then you all headed back to Coruscant towards one of the orbiting shipyards to try and get some modifications done to the ship you had just won and to the smaller stealth ship you all stole. But now it looks like you won in game chance. There is no allegedly in the recaps. I know what happened.
we won fair and square.
You won, that's for sure. You just didn't win it at a gambling thing. But spending a few days getting stuff put on the ship. I believe there was a training dojo, some guns that Jordan was, I'm going to say, Mandalorian over. That's the best term I've got for this.
They're beautiful.
It's called drool, man.
His religion.
Yeah, it's called drooling. Fair. Some paint jobs done to the base of the, new ship, which you have to confirm, Eric.
Oh god, if I drool in the helmet and it's fucking sealed, it's just in there.
Yeah. Drowned in spit. Way to go out.
No one will know. No one will know.
The smaller ship had some interceptor-style bodywork done to it to kind of sleeken it a bit after we broadened it a bit, and now it's
it has a shark mouth.
No, now it had a shark mouth. It is a mainly like metallic silvery color with some red highlights here and there.
Okay. After doing this, Chani and Sorsha spent most of the time up on the station, where Sorsha bought the most expensive bed she could find, and then spent time playing board games, card games, other games with Chani the whole time on it.
Worth it.
Count, Eva, and Jordan all went back, accepted the offer to go back down to Coruscant, get some business done. Count went to talk to Mrav, Sato, and Favom some on various matters, and
She hit me with an I-beam.
she hit you with an I-beam. After all the talking in which trying to get some answers, sparred with Favom that ended less than favorably, with her deciding the floor is now the weapon. Joran went to talk to the small shop he goes to, works for the clan pretty often. Get some new stuff, get some things ordered, pick up his weapon that had been brought in he ordered before. Along the way, he found out Eva had to head out for a mission, so she'll be gone indefinitely to however long this one takes. Couldn't deny it, because it was a clan-ordered mission. And then he spent the rest of the time watching stuff, got his Mandalore video finally, and found out he cannot parry a Grey Axe with a knife yet.
Getting there.
Getting there. Progress was made, but it was painful progress. And everybody decided to, after getting these modifications done, went back, shuttled the 40-odd people that wanted to escape the planet of Ethor, back and forth with the stealth ship before spending the next 3 weeks or so dropping everybody here and there. During that week, not a lot happened. Joran played with the shuttling back and forth. Joran played with a snake friend. Everybody else kind of just worked on piddly projects besides Chani, who flew back and forth. But various projects were worked on in the 3 weeks that will come to fruition. And we ended last session with everybody stepping off of the smaller stealth ship that landed on Ilum with the other one in orbit. Do remember you all left Packet with his new body up on the main ship to keep an eye out on the, I believe, 7 members that stuck with you, 4 crew members.
Does Sorsha have a fluffy coat for this?
Count would have been able to warn everybody that it is cold. Bitter cold.
Sorsha wants the fluffiest coat.
You got like an actual fur-lined coat.
I don't want real fur.
Okay. You have synthetic fur-lined coat.
She just has it draped dramatically over her shoulders.
Very realistic synthetic Fairline coat. How's that?
It
Looks
goes
over
down
at
to
me.
her feet.
Looks over at May. I'm sorry.
Has like giant fluffy earmuffs on. The mittens are oversized and floofed.
That's why it can't be real. I can't do that to my bebe.
It is good to note
I
that
can.
Jordan has a very distinctively different armor appearance than the last time you all were carrying out things. What was before a roughly gray suit and helmet is now black. For the whole suit, most of the helmet's black with the like trimming around the guard split on the front of the
Visor.
helm, the visor, and then a stripe going back down the center over the head, turning gold along with the earpieces. You all stepped off the ship. It's a few hours before daytime. But
Immediately see it's nighttime. Get back on the ship.
I was gonna say, but Count was aware you have to be at the temple before it's day because you have a very small window. And yes, it's nighttime, so it is even worse on the temperature. Count, you would have been aware of this because you did this before. When you get to the temple, you have a very small window. The day cycle of the day and night cycle of Ilum is very disproportionate. There's a short bit of day, it's like a few hours long, and then several days of night. And you know, you only have that bit of daytime to get in and out.
Jordan, new armor looks nice. Get a promotion.
No, this is just customizing. Makes me distinguished. Different from the rest, we'll say.
Looks good on you. By the way, we have to get there before morning, so march at whatever speed you want. But we gotta go.
You know the
Side
word
note,
right behind you.
just for you guys. I'm sorry. Just for you guys to know, Chani's the only one who doesn't seem disturbed by the cold at all.
I got my Dead Space suit. I'm fine.
No, we know. She stepped into the mechanic bay, Isaac Clarke ways, and paid some credits and stepped out with a new suit.
Oh, remember my pocket warmers? Do I still have my pocket warmers?
Yeah, you can have your pocket warmers.
Okay.
So, setting off towards the temple, closest landing site, you still have maybe a 30-minute walk to get there. It's not so easy to find your way in the dark, in snow, in cold. And I would like Count, probably since he's leading, to make a survival check to get there well.
Ooh. Alright, that one's better than investigation.
Roll with advantage, because I can help with those.
This is true, you're allowed to help.
But
12.
That's why I added the advantage, because I knew you were
It
going
was
to
the
start.
same number both times.
So, setting off, you're trying to remember. You've been here several years back. So you have
Couple
some vague
decades.
remembrance? Yeah, a couple decades. It looks different, but just enough is the same to give you, like, marker points of, hey look, there's that rock. Hey look, I know that rock because somebody hit it hard enough that there's an indent. And before long, you guys start walking up. It's like a sloping cliff almost. You okay?
Dylan can't hurt Mimi. Dylan's not let her be near Mimi anymore.
Okay.
There are side things
Um,
happening with the non-active people, okay? Don't worry
Yeah,
about
I
it.
was just confused. She just threw her phone down on the ground.
Dylan.
I
But
said that vocally just a second ago.
I just missed it. But you guys are approaching like a more cliff-style setup.
Okay.
Good, Eric?
Explanation.
Yeah.
During explanation, and he gets shot the fuck out. Shot put. Poof.
Matt, come back.
He was yeeted from the Discord call.
Max, tell Matt to leave. Max?
If I kick them both at the same time.
Oh god, no. It's the worst case scenario.
Max threw her phone on the ground, so there's probably a lot of problems there.
This is the worst reality. Okay. Just turn the music up a few things.
I just heard an excited bonk of a head against my door, and now I hear vicious squeaking of a toy.
They come. Well.
You're gone, Matthew.
He has been for a while now.
Welcome back, Max.
So you didn't hear him bitch about my oranges?
No.
Nope.
Okay,
Oh.
good.
What does that even mean?
I went to sit down and there's fucking oranges in my seat.
Okay.
They're not oranges, they're clementines.
The fucking oranges, close enough.
So they're smaller
She's working,
oranges.
she's working on the Scott cosplay.
As you guys are approaching, like I said, the cliff wall is hidden rather well. The door is hidden rather well. The design makes it look like part of the wall. The blowing snow, low light, it's very hard to see, and it just slowly starts to stand out more and more. At this point, even with like your heavy clothing, like maybe your first suit, Sorsha, or whatever insulation Joran shoved in his suit before you all set out, the cold starts to, it's pretty biting. It's starting to seep through. Johnny, kind of pleasant, you know? Yeah, you just edit your suit. You're at your, like, perfect temperature.
It is good inside the suit.
It is good inside the suit. Although you're starting to see, like, frost stuff, like when you breathe, your helmet fogs up for a second before it just clears back up.
She knows it is good inside the suit and bad outside the suit.
Yeah.
Looking
It
at
is
this,
very cold. Your heads up gives you that.
Yeah, looking at this big cliff thing that we're looking toward, is there obviously like the cave that we're going toward, or does it look like we're going to scale this?
Like I said, at first, it looks like a random wall, but as you get closer, the door starts to, it looks like a carved door starts to stand out more and more.
Would Connie's suit be like putting off heat?
No,
Not really, no.
probably not much.
Oh,
Not enough for what you're wanting.
Saoirse was
Yeah,
getting
all the
just
heat's
stained or
internal,
Johnny.
sadly.
Does it appear that Sorsha is obviously in need of assistance? I have
Fireball.
Always.
It doesn't look like actual problems, like serious problems. It looks more like, I don't like the
Saoirse
cold and I
likes
don't
to
want to deal with
complain.
it.
I activate my flame jet. I can just carry it around like a torch, so...
There you go.
Saoirse's coat catches on fire.
Why would you do that? No.
I find the best way to deal with the cold is to just ignore it.
No.
Embrace the cold. Be one with the cold. But, approaching it, you guys get to it, and... Count, try to remember how they opened this door. It's a fairly large door. And it looked like when they first did it, the Jedi Masters just walked up, put a hand like on each side of the divide, and pushed. And the door swung open. But considering it's about 15 feet tall and about 10 feet wide, and it looks like it's made of stone.
Doors.
I'll put my hands on it and just give it a little bit of a force push.
A little bit of a force push.
Just kind of let like the force flow through it more so than push.
Make a wisdom or charisma in this case. Just one of those.
17.
What?
It's charisma. It's almost
Yeah, I
charisma.
figured. Working up, as you guys get closer and you start to lean in close, you guys notice he starts to put his hand with look almost like slight indents, and you're realizing as the fingers splay out some, it fits in it very, very nicely, very snugly. Not perfectly, it's like a little bit too small for his hand, but... And he leans onto it, doesn't even put a like, start to lean in heavy, like it's not a physical exertion before he starts to walk forward and pushing the door open some. Before it hits a certain point and they just drift open very quietly.
All right. It worked.
Inside is... You guys open the door. It's very dark in there. It's a decently large stone room. What you guys can see of it is almost like an entryway to a temple, with a set of stairs starting to come into vision towards the back of the room. And as you look off to the side, there's like some smaller doorways, normal-sized doorways.
Were there any footprints in snow or anything coming here?
You rolled a 12 on your survival, right?
Yeah.
No.
He's not looking at the ground. He was looking forward.
You weren't like, yeah, you were looking for like reminders, markers. Not, there's a trail on the ground. You're like, that rock is familiar. That formation is familiar.
Oh, hey, there's the hill.
Oh god.
Okay. Sorsha?
As you open it up, it's still cold.
Sorsha, things may get a bit intense here.
I don't like pressure.
You got stabbed last time you were here.
Me?
Count. Nobody else has been here before.
I was like, I didn't think I'd ever been here.
It's very dark in this entryway. I'm gonna crack open one of the glow rods and leave it here.
Leave it at the doorway?
Just inside the doorway, yeah.
Okay.
Sorsha,
Well,
things
you
may
guys-
get a bit intense. There's some things that happen only in your head, and there's some things that happen in real life. It's kind of hard to tell which.
That's all
Space wizards.
So everybody heading in? Hello?
Yes.
Better
Johnny,
in here than
okay.
out there.
Johnny, plus
Alright.
the glow rod, please.
Johnny, as you're saying this, you watch as she snaps one and is already laying it on the ground as you're starting to talk. Looks like she had a similar idea. I say snapped one like it's a glow stick shit. But
I'm just picturing one of these, like, you just turn it to light it on, and Johnny just breaks it over her knee.
I mean, if you
Single
You
use
shouldn't.
only. Crack.
if you shouldn't, but if you ever watched AVP, they have giant ass fucking glow sticks in that, and they look like they're easily broken like the little ones are.
I like how
Yeah.
you referenced that at the start with. And
I don't like that you referenced AVP in this frozen tundra temple-ish thing that we're going toward.
but you see, I like that he referenced that.
Xenomorph wakes me the fuck out. I don't like this.
Alright, so now I've got spiders for James, xenomorphs for Eric.
You should already know xenomorphs are his bane. By the
I don't think
conversation
it's come up.
we had for like 2 hours of me saying, "Hey, I'm gonna buy this fucking AVP game, and we're gonna play as colonists and run around running from the xenomorphs," and he's like, "No, please, no, please."
So am I getting a glow
Just-
rod from Johnny?
He threw it on the ground.
Well, if he wants one, I'll hand him one.
Oh, he wants one, okay. As you
Yes.
guys are stepping in and handing this off, the doors, you see it as you turn around, Count. And Sorsha, you actually are the only one who hear the doors make any noise, Sorsha. It's very faint, low, like rumbling grind as they just drift back shut.
I will tell no one.
The rest of you are aware the doors are shut when the like breeze from outside cuts off suddenly.
Well, while we have, we have a few hours to get in and get out, by the way.
Obligatory. And if we take longer than that,
It'll be night again.
and that means
More cold.
okay.
Not
Yeah.
everyone has heating and air conditioning, Johnny.
This is true, but we just went through the cold to get here, so
Yes.
Well,
Count's
the
not
beginning
actually
of my
sure
armor.
what happens. Count wouldn't be sure what happens if you guys don't get in and out on time. Yeah, you came here with Hammer, and both of you got in fairly quick time.
Yes, but Count can also bluff and also just assume.
Oh yeah,
I don't know,
I'm
we
just
can-
letting you know that bit.
A blizzard or something could come through. Who knows?
Well,
Or,
we'll
or other
adapt as
people might
necessary. That would be not great. So what's this?
It's also well to note, Count got here. It was already daytime when Count made it to the temple on his first trip.
More time for us to fuck around.
So what's this place all about here? And what are we really looking for?
Your voices are echoing slightly in this like large, hollow, smooth stoned area.
Well, one, we could use more Kyber crystal resources, as we've done some important things with those. Two, it's a very spiritual place for Jedi, and in general light side users, where you kind of go on a spirit journey, and a crystal will likely call out to you, for which you can get and make into a lightsaber, or other such device. Or it can just be your friend.
That's the most animated pet rock I think I've ever heard described to me.
I mean, every time I spin this thing, it points us where we should go, right?
Huh.
Right, so are we just waiting for that one to get a voice in our head saying, hey, let's go this way? Or what the fuck are we doing here? And can we get a move on? The cold is seeping into my armor.
I figured we were looking for this.
I
All right.
also assume-
What are you guys doing? Heading straight forward, heading to the side towards the doorways?
Count's
I'm following the Space Wizard that's been here before.
As you guys walk
Count.
in some, I'll give you this. You guys start to walk forward some first of all to get towards like the center-ish of the room. Excuse me. More and more the stairwell comes into view, what you saw towards the, like we saw the edges of starting in. And it leads up like from two sides up towards a platform with like a railway coming up the sides of the stairs and towards the front edge where you guys are. And it's just coming to the view of the wall behind it, which is another door with two separate statues on each side, both of Jedis holding lightsabers, almost like at the guard stance for the door. Pillars like lining periodically on the edges of the room.
What Count remember?
You first came here, you guys were running because Count caused the holdup. On his way out of that, so you guys got a little bit late. You guys were running pretty quick. You barreled through and up around the stairs and through the doorway that the two statues are currently around. They're maybe 10 feet tall.
So run.
Did you say he'll run?
No, that's what. No, what does Count know from his past?
Yeah, that's what I say. He went through there and he went into the next room, which that's what I was saying. You guys went through that doorway, so heading up through there.
Yeah, so Count just walked before, right?
Well, the first time Count ran because he was late, but it was less. You don't think that's an issue now?
Oh, neat. If he can just go through, he go through.
Heading back up, it's very similar to the previous one, but this is a much smaller doorway. And walking up to it, and you start to push it, just with not much physical effort, also swings open gently, making a soft, like clapping, like stone on stone clapping noise as it hits the wall. Walking into that room is a tall, cylindrical shaped room. You can't quite see the ceiling right now. What's everybody's dark vision range?
Very far.
None.
60.
Human.
60.
I come from the underground.
I have
Yeah,
a,
but even yours is like 120. It won't see this.
I have a glow stick.
And that he's a really big
I
guy.
mean, if we want to get particular, I have 540 or 520 or some shit.
Yeah, but I think yours is a thermal scope mostly. I thought.
You said it was night vision and thermal.
If it was night vision, I'm sorry. Night vision, it'll be this.
You said it was both because we just upgraded it to both recently.
That's true. It's very cylindrical room. You can see from like wall to wall as you guys are walking in. It's only about 80 feet across, like diameter. The edges of the floor is like a carved brick designed, but not very like heavy graded, but still like slight brick design in the floor. The walls are just small pillars stacked up and up and up and up in like a layered effect, a tiered effect, almost like how you see like Colosseums stand up and go up. At the far side of the wall, straight across from where you guys are currently walking, is two massive statues, like some 40 feet tall stone statues, with another two set of Jedi statues. They look like they're at the ready, except this time instead of at the ready of guard, it's at the ready like aggressor stance more so than anything. In between them, and it's like massive, thick, frozen chunk of ice. You could see like some of the mist coming off of it because of how cold it is compared to the rest of the air around it.
Take 3 of the same thing.
Say what?
Take three of the same thing.
Walking up to the ice wall?
Yes.
Alright, you hit the ice wall. Get close to it, put your hands on it. It's freezing cold. This wasn't here when you were here last time, Cal. But even through your gloves, you can just feel the cold radiating through. Starting to numb your fingers some.
Well, this is different.
This is a shot in the dark, but could that have something to do with the reason why we had to get here at daytime?
No idea.
Johnny starts looking around for some Raiders of the Lost Ark sun contraption.
Walking around, make an investigation check.
Investigation, go. I pick you.
Johnny, can you see the ceiling?
21. Well,
Oh, is seeing the ceiling is something we need to do right now.
Try it.
Just scope
Right,
to the ceiling.
that's happening. Sean, you start to look around. At first, you don't really see anything. What does stand out is periodically, like on the floor towards the corners of the room, you can't see any sun contraptions like that, but you can see grates, it looks like. Like, like, almost like the equivalent of a storm drain, but hidden in the design work, you know?
does it look
while
like
you're
it's
doing that-
for melting giant ice wall?
It looks like a water drain. But while you're doing that, and Jordan, you look up towards the ceiling, probably 150 feet up, is this hanging massive crystal with like how to put it, like a metallic rod coming down, then like a half circle shape. And inside it, sitting in the half circle bit, is this massive crystal with like another arm arcing off with a smaller, still sizable lens compared to standard stuff, but smaller than the crystal, much smaller. Also coming off in a similar arcing arm.
Gonna be
With
honest,
a,
a lot of that I phased out for. Just relay it to the party.
Okay.
I apologize. My brain kind of
There's-
went nah. I heard crystal and metal rod. Also, he left. He's gone. I think.
Who did?
Never mind.
Okay.
It
But I was gonna
sounded
say,
like you were
you
really
also
far away
saw-
from your mic, and then you were really close.
Seemed okay on my end. Don't worry about it. Continue.
Okay. I was just confused thinking about it there. It's... Your passive 16 right now, correct? Or is it 17?
Mine is 17 now.
I was asking for
Mine
Jordan
is
since he's looking.
17.
Okay, so 17, you also notice above it is what looks like a slatted door of some kind.
On top of the other.
It's like a solid, what is it? It's like not slatted like multiples, it's just one that looks like it's kind of like a sliding.
On top of the explanation of what I see, I go, oh, hey, also there's a door there. Kind of, I think.
Sunlight comes in, hits crystal, crystal melt wall.
Quite possible.
Johnny, do you have anything in your suit that can make natural sunlight or bright light?
I can make light and I can make fire. I can't make a sun.
I didn't know if you had anything that could emulate it.
Not quite the same.
It's a little hard to carry something with the same intensity.
Can you go up there and put a light up and see what that does?
I probably could manage, but she'll kind of check her HUD to see when the sun's actually supposed to rise.
About 20 minutes from now.
In about 20 minutes, the sun should be doing its thing.
I cut out and am back.
In about 20 minutes, the sun should be doing its thing, so I shouldn't need to head up there and play with that.
Then, well, unless you guys want to look around, we wait.
Anything from anybody, or are you guys just gonna sit there and huddle up, try to warm yourselves up while you wait?
Well, we're out of the snowstorm, so back to documentation version Mortimer.
Alright, letting him out and hovering around?
Yeah.
Recording stuff? Alright. Taking exams, like looking at the room. It's continuing up to the ceiling is a very similar structure as the bottom, with like the tiered and slightly they're not straight up vertical at each one. At each tier it scoots back a little bit or back and forth a little bit to make up the pillars go up in the, like I said, the roughly cylindrical room, but nothing terribly new you haven't seen already. But
Do squats for warmth.
do squats for warmth. Like I said, anything in that last 20 minutes though? If that's a no, we can move on.
Warm.
Warm. Johnny has some fire.
Johnny stands still. Keeps the flame in one location. Everyone else.
You are the beacon.
Or
Squats for the fire.
Everyone else skitters closer.
Like
Smart
moths
flame
drawn to
burner.
the flames. But starts to come by, 20 minutes starts to come by, and it's still dark. 22 minutes starts to come by. It's still dark.
she checks her HUD. Is something wrong?
It's, according to the time, it should be sunlight.
Hey,
I know why
Jordan,
it's
can I...
dark when I came.
What was that?
I said I know why it's dark when I came.
Hey, Jordan, can I borrow your scope real quick? I want to look at things. See if something's being blocked.
I mean, the door's closed, so yeah.
She looks far
But he
away.
hands the gun.
Zoom and enhance.
You do what?
She now utilizes its power to view things that are far away. Zoom and enhance.
Like you said, when he told you guys earlier, up at the crystal as the if you follow the hanging like chandelier style bit to its base, just in front of it, which you hang it over the crystal in particular, is like a heavy indent in the wall with a solid piece of stone. If you look closely, you can see some what looks like drag marks across it.
Oh, that's not good.
It looks like there's a lever of some kind over here. Can somebody help me out?
There's no lever.
Okay, never mind.
It's just the door at the top.
Oh,
Okay. I will feel out and attempt to move it, asking Chani to point me where it is.
Do you have anything that could reach?
I have a throw.
Hook?
Actually,
That's
no.
not
My
very
farthest
tall.
my farthest thing is 120.
And that's not far enough.
Chani,
How far
Johnny,
away is it?
Chani or Jordan,
150 feet.
Oh.
I need one of you to take me up there or get me elevated somehow.
Johnny's going to inspect her harpoon thing, make sure it's all well and good and no, like, ice creeped in or anything.
No, it looks okay. Part of the environmental suit is keeping its internal and mechanical functions running well.
Alright, Count. Give me your hand or something. We're going on a trip.
All right.
And then
Basically,
we
you say, "All right, Count, we're going on a trip," and as soon as you touch hands, she fires off, and you just rip upwards.
we Spider-Man away.
And there
Johnny,
we go.
you land with some expertise. Count, you just bash right into the wall for a second of, this isn't your normal movement.
Do hurry back. You're the only warmth.
Hold on again. I gotta take
It's
another
cold
shot.
for you two now.
You
The
can
cold
give
seeps in
Sorcerer
quickly.
a hug.
Sorcerer's just going to look at Joran and just like hold her arms out and just like wiggle her fingers.
Don't
You wiggle
hug
her
me.
mitts.
Don't
Yeah.
hug me.
We continue our movement toward this thing that seems jammed.
Alright, easy enough. It will take you maybe, what, 20 seconds to get up there with the range on your grappling hook?
It's pretty decent.
So fairly quickly, you guys can make it up to the top and see the contraption that was described, the like indent where you saw the door. It's kind of hard to see from this angle, but you know it's there.
That's
Now
a lot
we
of
try moving
chinchillas.
it. Now we try moving it some.
Reaching out with it, it's
Chill, girl.
probably try. Yeah, she's looking at other chinchillas now.
I saw. Or heard.
So reaching out with it, even just your simple like push pull that you normally do, you know, it's usually like a utility thing. Within this, you just reach out and push, and you guys hear a bit of like rumbling, grinding stone, and slowly but surely, like light starts to filter in, and then by the time it opens up, it hits the crystal, and when it hits the crystal, things kick off. It just starts arcing out and all in a heavy beam, glowing where it shoots through the lens that is right there in front of it, slamming right into the ice wall. But not only that, different pieces start jumping around, following into the walls, and light starts to fill the room, very quickly lighting it up. And actually noticeably also very rapidly is the temperature starts to rise. If you look closely,
Oh,
you can
God,
see like
warm.
small reflective panels, like almost hidden in the pillar work and carved work.
All right, Count. Same thing, but in reverse. You ready?
Night, babe.
We go.
This is where Chani just lets go.
Later. No.
Easy enough. You just retract down Spider-Man style, like repel. It's a good thing you have like the sticky stuff on your suit, because you can just apply it to gripping Count's wrist.
Yeah, I have adhere to things, hit things from far away, and don't need to worry about the temperature. It's great.
Utility.
Ooh. Well, that was different.
And as you guys land, you land with like a tidy splash. Looking down, there's a very like thin layer of water.
How's the ice door doing?
And then you guys look up at the ice door where the like beam of it that was focused on it hits is starting to indent and melt. And it starts off kind of slow, but then it picks up pace a lot quicker. Before less than 5 minutes, maybe only 3 or 4. The whole door has like slumped down and slowly melted, floated out, and you realize it gets draining off into those drains you saw earlier, Johnny. And the water's still very cold when it hits your guys' shoes. Your feet are slightly wet right now.
I got everything I had to activate the jetpack.
Beautiful architecture.
Fuck that.
You have dove into rivers before, but even they were not this cold, Shorin.
Okay, let's move before my feet freeze.
See, the problem was diving into those rivers in training. You're normally either mostly nude or nude. So
Yeah.
Thanks for the info.
But then
I
there's the
guess.
shock value that numbs you very quickly. Right now, it just hit your toes, and it's like, son of a fuck, that's cold.
Okay.
Count stood there for about 5 seconds to appreciate the architecture before the. Okay, let's go.
The frozen toes. You see, you were ready for hand warmers. What you really needed were feet warmers.
Apparently.
Heading off pretty quickly, you realize at the doorway where it is, where the ice was, it's like raised up maybe 5 inches off the ground from where you currently are, so none of the water's there. You can see where the stone was wet, but it seems to have drained off. On the other side is some similar, much simpler architecture, more practical carved walls. Some basic drains on the side where the came through here fell off and drained out. And Ahead of you, starting forward, is a tunnel that starts to slant down, currently carved.
Okay, so what's in this tunnel? You've been here before, Count, so what are we looking at?
What am I looking at, Matt?
Currently, right now, it's lit up some in...
Why are we here?
Excuse me, sorry. Jordan's killing me now. It's pretty simple, slanted down. It's still lit down here, but it's not near as bright as it was up top, you know? Kind of dimmer light. You're aware why it is dimmer, though.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
By the way, the lowest level force power that reaches 150 feet is improved dark side tendrils.
Huh.
Yeah.
just
I know.
putting that out there for it being 150 feet away.
I know. There's a reason for that. But
Tendril
it
time.
continues on, very simple. Very off in the distance, you can see where it starts to change from carved wall into more rough hewn stone, like natural formations.
Cheese puffs.
You've mentioned some amount of spirit questy stuff that's going to be happening. If that's the case, I imagine it'll affect you two the most, and Jordan and I the least. So if it comes to separation, one of us needs to stick with the other one. Just so that we
Sorsha's
have...
going to hug Connie.
Hi.
The armor is freezing cold because it's all metal.
Deals with it.
Loki
At
activates
least
the
she's
flame
not
thing
got
so that
bare
she doesn't...
skin on it.
Yeah.
About that. Actually, generally, one person goes off into the cave by themselves while everyone else sits and waits. Until
Or
they
if
come back.
they have others, if they have multiple go in, everybody goes in, but they generally split off quickly on their own. It's very maze-like down here with numerous amounts of like branching and newly formed caves going in and out.
There's pretty much generally just a meet back up here after you're done.
Groups of two is the smallest I'm comfortable with. Try to keep it to that.
Sorsha nods.
Why not let the two space wizards go in, get the shit done, get the fuck out, and let's get the fuck out of this goddamn planet.
Because they can both be
Sorsha-
affected with something that may not affect us.
Sorsha,
Yeah,
no
right.
space wizard. Sorsha.
Yes, but you should be able to come out just fine.
Sorsha, at the very end, you can see like slight crystalline structures on the walls
Just leave
where
markers
it
on the
starts to turn
ground.
into cave.
Sorsha no like.
What?
Just leave markers. At
Sorsha
every...
doesn't like it.
Just leave markers at every bend and turn. Do what you normally would for moves.
This water's fucking cold. Can we move?
You're not in the water anymore.
Oh, thank
You
God.
stepped up on the rim, so it's not in the
Oh,
water
thank God.
anymore.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, no.
Okay, well,
Hey, I am not that cruel.
I've never meant this more literally, but we're burning daylight, so I guess we better hurry.
Heading forwards?
Is there any split
You
or
guys...
divisions in the path?
Is
Let
there
me
any
know when that
divisions in the path?
Let me know when a split in the path comes up.
Okay, right now it's just the straight path before it hits the like natural formations there at the moment. This seems to be like the standardized pathway to get in, you know?
Yeah.
As you guys are all both walking forward, I would like Sorsha and Count to give me a perception check.
Can I just use my passive perception?
Nope.
Great.
It's fine, you still have good perception.
Hold on.
I like how she's begging to use her passive,
Go
like
back
a
to- go back to-
like a true D&D player.
She has learned well. We have taught her the ways.
Gotcha.
I think her passive's like what, 21 now?
I don't know. You didn't update my passive.
We should have.
We didn't.
What is it?
Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, it's 21.
Okay. I was gonna say I thought we did.
Well, even if
Anyways.
it wasn't updated, it only goes up by 1 because proficiency went up by 1.
Yeah. And she did expertise, so. What is yours, Count?
I said blackjack because 21.
Okay, 21. For count, you start to walk forward. You just close your eyes for a minute, walking forward, like running your hand along the wall, right? Remembering the last time you were here, which admittedly brings back some kind of bittersweet memories, because last time you were here, you had a friend.
I have
He
no
has
friends
friends.
now.
But you remember how that friendship ended.
Yeah, let's not. Let's hope that doesn't repeat.
Don't wander off.
And both of you, when you were here, just took off running, barreling down this. It was a competition between you two to try and see who could get theirs first, who could get back quicker. And
Excuse me.
similar to before, with a bit more practice, like you took off Russian kind of listening before. Now you're seeing what calls to you, seeing if anything calls out, and you hear it. A faint little bit in the distance. Sorsha,
Yeah.
you tried to remember the lessons with Favome, right?
Pain.
The pain was there, yes.
PTSD.
But you're trying to remember the sense of like otherness, the sense of everything almost. And as you reach out like you did back at the Sentinels, when there it was always bright and loud, because Favome was always right there. But in here it's very peaceful, but commandingly huge in its presence. There is just a massive well of energy washing over as you start to reach out. But through all that, all this ocean of it rushing past, making noise, sleeping through, here feel like a little tug. Like something's pulling you forward a bit.
Like a bad tug or like a child tugging?
Just a tug. It feels
I
kind of
can't
right.
Get a feel.
It feels kind of right.
Can't you insight check the tug?
Would you like to insight check the tug? Roll an insight check on the tug.
I have been
Roll an insight check on that thing we call the Force. in and of
26.
itself.
She's
It's-
actually very insightful.
Yeah,
I am very
it's
insightful.
similar. It feels very familiar, you know? It was
You
very much like the same thing you felt when you had to reflect inwards a bit with Favome.
I don't remember.
It was part of your week-long training stint.
I just remember being hit.
That was part of it, but part of it was also like figuring yourself out a bit more. And it feels very similar to when you had to look inside, look inwards. Both of these right now are leading straight ahead as you guys start
Am
to...
I tugging myself?
It doesn't look like you are if you look down. You're not just grabbing your clothing and tugging or anything. At least this is what you guys are feeling as you start to walk in, count as the wall shifts from smooth to rough.
God damn it. Just no, because the only thing that went through my head is she immediately walks into this fucking maze of bullshit, doesn't go anywhere, just starts tugging her clothes off. I'm like, what?
Well,
But and then
Well,
you
yeah.
is before you guys is wait what?
That was more joke. Go, man.
Go ahead.
Okay,
No,
so
I
a bit of
wasn't
just
joking, I had dialogue.
so as you guys start to walk in, it's shit.
That's bad.
Say your thing. Say your thing. Somebody started to talk when I started to talk.
Yes, I started to talk to you times.
Go ahead.
Well, I think I found the way I'm going. If anyone wants to follow me, you can. Might be better to stay with Sorsha. Or just wander around.
Sorsha's going to like lean towards Chani, and she's gonna be like, I think I need to go this.
Which right now for you guys is still straight ahead, as you guys have just reached the end of the carved bit and into the rougher bit. As you guys hit down there, you guys see a rather pleasant sight. Small, crystalline structures on the walls, growing some out. Some are a bit less, some are quite large, some are smaller, some are like maybe pebble-sized. And you open up into a large cavern filled with these, softly illuminated as you're looking around, probably by the light bouncing down the hallway some. But both of you can tell this isn't where it's coming from. It's further in. Is Count just following the noise?
Do I get bad juju from this, or do I get good juju? What's my juju read?
Tell me, oh God, what is my juju meter?
It feels very peaceful, very light, very pleasant.
Like a nap?
Very warm.
Like a nap? Like my bed?
Sure.
He says this to get me to go in.
That is the point.
So,
I'm suspicious.
walking forward, Count, you kind of like have your eyes half open, half closed part of the time. You're not watching where you're going. You're just walking walking towards the voice, letting it guide you.
We don't need eyes where we're going. We'll need them on the way back, though.
Sources, yours is much more like
I'm just marking
physical.
whatever turns and shit we make as we go.
okay, physical reaction. And you walk into the cavern, and both of you actually start down one of the similar, smaller offshoots in this large cavernous area. But as you continue down it, they open up into another decent-sized one, and Count starts to drift off to the right a bit more. But Sorsha, yours is keeping you pulling right ahead.
Joran, stay on Count.
Yeah, I'll go with the blind.
Sorsha wants to hold Chani's hand because she's scared.
Kind of like pulling you along, Chani, as she's walking forward. She's acting like she says. She's kind of scared. You can see a little bit of it in the posture, but it's like her legs are carrying her forward anyways.
If we have to beat up the big scary space ghost, I'm sure we'll manage it again.
Not what I'm afraid of.
Well.
Good luck, blind man's
Giant
wandering away.
underground worms.
I'm afraid of badgers.
That's... Okay.
I forgot about that. Okay.
There's no one here to help this time.
Yeah,
Nope.
no, every turn that Count and I make now, I'm just scratching an X into like with a wall or whatever with one of the harpoon bits.
And Sorsha hears the scratching and just freaks out more.
It echoes.
It's just
through
like,
the tunnel all
yeah, I was
fucking-
gonna say it's like echoing, bouncing back and forth. You don't have a direction. It's coming from everywhere at
No
once.
harpoon. I have a fucking lightsaber. Fuck it, let's do that.
I was
What is
wondering.
wrong with me?
Taking great care to avoid other crystals, by the way, as you cut these marks. So I
Sure,
assume you don't want to collapse the tunnel
sure.
yet. I don't know yet for the end game. You guys have a tendency.
Hey, if I could blow up a Jedi fucking main thing, I'll be happy. Nobody else will, but I will.
Count, you're kind of aware that you've split off from the group, but Joran's following you while the other two continue off, you know?
I'm giving him
But-
about a 10, 15 foot girth, but I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Go
but close enough to be aware you're coming with. It gets dimmer as you guys go in, and it's just like the borderline between what would qualify as dim light and dark.
Uh-huh.
But it never seems to get really lower than that. You guys start to walk. And as you guys keep walking, maybe 40 minutes in for Count, make another perception check as it starts to change a little bit.
Ooh, that one's higher. I was on the force powers page. I have to reload counts.
It's like a +7 for you, I think.
It is 25.
It starts to like fade for a second, almost like it's slipping away, getting farther away before you're just... No. You can't get away right now, and you get a grasp on it. You just solidly grab it and continues to call you off, and For Joran from the outside, Count's been walking like in a half-trance state almost, randomly just reaching out and touching walls, or just kind of like subtly moving just out of the way of things. Before he suddenly turns sharply like a 95 degree and starts down another one.
You can't escape me, wall.
And starts down a tunnel that was you almost missed. It blended in very well with the wall.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
The wall tried to deceive me.
At the same time, Johnny, Sorsha, as you guys are walking down, yours is a little bit different.
Of course it is.
With-
Why wouldn't it be?
With Count, it was smooth, periodically like odd protrusions that was getting in his way. With yours, it's back and forth all over the place. It's a left, then it's a right, then it's up, and then you got to go back down a little bit. As you're going through a myriad of tunnels, a myriad of the cave systems, just detouring
It's just
everywhere.
a sign of how like Sorsha's mind is.
I mean,
But
it seemed in a way.
A metaphor.
all the way, these honestly quite beautiful, splendid crystals are on the wall, but you think about taking some of them probably, but it just something feels off about it, you know?
Don't put words in my mouth. I never.
Sorsha has a knack for the finer things of life, including jewelry, we've established. These are very glorious-looking gems, almost.
What color are the crystals? Will they go good with my skin?
There's the entire rainbow of crystals in here. Reds to blues, to like light pinks to oranges. Blues and greens are very common, but they're the most common probably. But there's others as you go through.
Yeah, the rarest would be a silvery color.
But we're not there.
Exactly.
As you're walking through and through this, the tugging has been there, but it's slowly subsisted, you know? Make another perception check.
Both of us or just Sorsha?
Just Sorsha.
Just made yours a minute ago.
Yes, but I made one. I didn't know
24?
if Matt was having
Yeah.
both of us.
Okay. It renews again, but this time it's in a very odd direction. Like, it's downwards right now, but there's no downwards tunnel.
Sorsha must dig.
There's... Yeah, Sorsha must dig as she's standing on solid bedrock, basically. But
Plot twist. Sorsha is the badger.
there's two options up ahead. You can continue going straight, or you can make a hard left. For Chani, as all this was going on, Sorsha hasn't really let go of your hand. She's just tugging you along almost. You're walking at pace, but sometimes she'll pick up speed and then lower back down. Passing up, just kind of like glancing over the crystals as she walks, but none of them seem to slow her down.
Okay.
Sorsha's going to go straight.
Going straight?
Yeah.
Alright, not detouring from the path. You continue ahead, and maybe another 10 minutes as you realize this tunnel starts to arc and curve and starts to go down. Anything for Joran or Shani as they're leading you through these myriads of caves. Occasionally hearing like falling stones, dripping water, crackling of ice.
Just the every once in a while, ever so slight as I burn a hole in the wall.
Okay.
Is Chani doing anything to keep track of where we're going?
I'm having Mortimer recorded.
Good job. You so smart.
Hopefully you don't have to run in a hurry. But, continuing on.
Dick move. Dick move.
I just have Mortimer with his
following the-
computer brain
We'll
go
just
the opposite
follow
direction.
Mortimer.
It'll be fine. Exactly.
Yeah. Sure. We'll do that.
I'm smart, bug.
Smart bug with low health.
Extremely low health.
I mean, it's not wrong. He does have low health.
Then it just becomes the AI cord thing and it shows up on my head, but we continue.
Yep. Yep. Walking on. You guys keep going. You're getting deeper. You're getting deeper. Before you know it, it's probably been close to 2 hours of walking around. Just trying to figure out where to go, what's here, what's happening. Johnny, it's really pretty. I mean, it's a cool cave. It's kind of cold. But for Count and Sorsha, as you get deeper, it's...
Random loose green kyber crystals. I'm taking a few.
Make a investigation as you're going through, keeping an eye out, like checking some of them, you know?
Uh, 12. Damn it.
12. Okay. I'll give you like an idea of what you can get along the way. As we get to wrapping up, you could find maybe...
Green would be the preferred, but any random loose ones that aren't like part of something, that are just sitting there, are mine.
You can find probably a small green one. It's kind of like, you can see how some frack is going through it. It's pretty loose. It's not like falling off, but as you go to like check, wiggle it, it starts to grind and then just snaps in your hand.
Don't look away from Count too long. He might sharp turn around the corner.
Oh, I do that as I'm walking.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I just lasered into a rock and it loosed a crystal. That's mine now.
But currently you have one smaller green, kind of fractured one. Count. For Count and Sorsha on this, you guys are getting deeper into these caves. That presence you felt, that like feeling that keeps washing around you, it gets more intense. It started out very peaceful, kind of like flowing like a current, a gentle current. As you get farther down, it's starting to push harder, pick up speed. Not rapids per se, but you guys have seen a creek where all the water just kind of like rushes around rocks pretty quickly. It's picking up some.
Sure, no like.
Sorsha, no like. I'm curious, are Count and Sorsha saying anything during all this, or is it just silence marching on?
Count's probably just mumbling to himself, just like, okay, go this way. Oh, this is neat. Just little trivial things.
Great,
I can only assume that Sorsha's complaining the whole time.
It's cold, it's dark, what the fuck was that noise?
She doesn't
God
like
damn
to
it,
walk.
we have to make
She's
another
afraid of
left.
badgers. Why is there so many lefts? Am I going around in circles? I don't even know.
Finally a right turn.
My
She'll
feet
lead me
hurt.
back to another way.
That old lady gave me nightmares. Why am I doing this?
So okay. Like I said, you guys have been walking for very quickly. It becomes 2 hours long. You guys have been out in this cave. Doesn't feel like that for Count and Sorsha. It's flying quick, but I'm sorry, I just heard footsteps stumbling hard in my apartment. Jordan and from the next door apartments.
I thought you meant there was a ghost in here. I was like, what the fuck?
Count shows up. He's coming for the crystals.
But Chani and Jordan, you'd be very much aware of how time's passing right now.
It's fucking slow.
Chani,
It's fucking cold.
there are 8 hours in the Ilum day. before its several standard Earth, like standard galactic day-night cycles, the full cycles of night.
All right.
Just something you would have known to keep in mind.
Around the 4-hour mark, she's going to set, like, hey, get the hell out of here thing on her. Just on one of her pieces of tech, just for safety's sake.
Does Sorsha know what she's looking for? Does she have like a little gut feeling?
Like what's currently happening?
Yeah.
It wasn't too common, but sometimes, for no reason at all, you just... something screamed, like almost like a sixth sense screamed, like duck, or you need to move now, or something was off with the person in front of you. And each of those times, something panned out to you threw yourself down, and at that same time, somebody had been sneaking up on you, and just a blade slammed into the wall, or a blaster bolt hit the cover you just ducked behind. Or you quickly found out that that person that gave you that off feeling was trying to turn you in for a reward when your first days of escaping.
Please tell me I get to meet Daddy one.
Oh, God. Okay.
Is that a yeah?
No, I'm not telling you anything. That's just okay, that statement happened.
Okay, so I get to meet Daddy one Kenobi. Canon. If
I never
Sorsha
agreed
doesn't
to that.
if Sorsha doesn't marry Obi-Wan.
I mean, Obi-Wan was a father. He had a
Who
Mandalorian
was?
baby.
He could be my father.
Matt, please, help.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's killing me a little bit inside.
Listen, a lot of people want to have Obi-Wan's babies. Let's move on.
That's fair.
I
Count.
baby.
You're walking along and you just stop. Something about this area stops. Makes you look around. You start to think. There's a lot of collars in here.
Not paying
But-
attention, Jordan just goes, boom, ah, what the fuck?
And for once, Count normally is a quick go with it. Doesn't a very solid thing. But once you hit him, you just bounce, and Count doesn't even budge on this one. And nothing. It's a very common room of it all. You see a lot of blues, greens, a couple of other here and there. But one thing starts to stand out, towards the middle of the room, growing into a bit of one of the larger crystal growths, but where it normally comes into the ending point or proper shape of the crystal, it's broken off a little bit. And you're looking around, and this is where you got your last one. A green one, yeah, it's a green one. Looking around, and this is where your previous one came from. That green saber you have on your side still.
Yep.
But sitting here, the voice isn't calling from this one in front of you anymore. It's pulling you off down a path to the side again. Leading deeper. And the light starts to dim again. Not much, just enough to notice. Sorsha and Chani. You guys are walking. Walking. Did you hear something scuttle past behind the tunnel where you guys just came from?
Time to fight a Rimmerez.
Better not fucking make it a badger.
It's
Sorsha
distinctively
will
different.
drop kick the badger.
Before you guys heard crackling eyes, falling stones, dripping water, this was rapid footsteps. You hear little click, 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 click. As some maybe harder edged nails of some kind are hitting the stone.
Matt, if we find combat, I suggest having the other team find combat too.
Don't worry. Doing anything?
Sorsha's just going to pretend that it did not.
Just gonna march on ahead?
And my
Yep,
passive
nope.
perception is low, so we're cute.
No, you heard it too.
Okay.
No, you heard it too. Both of you heard it.
If you don't acknowledge it, it won't acknowledge you.
Do either of you like?
If I can't
glance
see
back?
it, it doesn't exist.
Do either of you glance back?
Johnny looks, yeah.
No.
There's a noise.
Johnny looks.
Yeah.
Sorsha, as you like resolute and turn forward, you like feel like Johnny's hand and yours like tug just a tiny bit, like very familiar. Like, somebody just turned around.
Just a second.
No.
There's
She's
A
going to
decent-
tuck her back.
as the Sorsha tugs on you, tries to pull you forward. It's a slightly smaller shape, it's not quite as tall as a normal human. Kind of like hunched over, kind of bird-like almost.
Is Sorsha stronger than Chani?
Probably.
Sorsha gonna tug on Chani, say we
Okay.
getting the fuck out of here.
And-
Alright.
It's kind of round. It looks like it's folding something against its body. It's leaned forward, some its head's, like I said, rounded off. Nothing hard-edged. Slight tint to the fur, maybe like a light purplish color.
I'm only...
And three hard black, slightly reflective discs where like the eye, forehead area would be on something.
Just ignore it and it'll go away. And
I
she
get the
just keeps walking
briefest of
forward,
glances as
pulling Chani.
Sorsha turns my head and drags me down the corridor.
Yep.
She's gonna pull Chani and she's just gonna go look at it. Just don't look at it. Just don't look at it. We don't look at it. It's not there.
Mortimer's flying backwards,
And she's
obviously
gonna walk,
looking at it.
She's gonna walk faster.
Mortimer's flying backwards looking at it. Mortimer flies backwards to look at it. As you look at your screen, there's nothing there.
Johnny will frown
It's a
underneath her
stone
helmet.
corridor.
And then Mortimer will resume.
So she's just gonna keep pulling Chani faster and faster. We're not gonna look at it. We're not doing that. Nope.
Okay, if we're jogging and we're holding hands, this is going to be difficult, but it's possible. Alright, very carefully. We start now.
Yes.
Okay, you guys pick up the pace, start to moving quicker, right?
Yeah.
Following your gut tugging, basically. Joran, as he's walking through and staring at this, out of the corner of your eye, you see an reddish, very red scaled, very familiar collared and scaled back, like arc a little bit over one of the ledges towards the side corridor before like something turning him back into it some for a second.
Jordan just takes a knee. Lets
Very-
him go off that whole tunnel.
Familiar to the big
Invisible
cats you had to
vessel.
deal with. The invisible cats you had to deal with.
Jordan just takes a knee, flips the heat sinker. Heat sink. Fuck, I got it wrong again.
Thermal, infrared.
Thermal. Yeah, that.
As you're kind of like flicking it here, like very soft, like a mix between a purring and a growl. You flick it up, and
Oh
There's
no,
no
I
heat
don't flick
signature.
the gun up. I just flick the heat signature on just in case. Because invisible
Okay.
cats are bullshit.
okay. If you're not looking, then it just fades back into the tunnel. You hear very, very light, like very, very, very light slap of like a paw on the ground, with followed very quickly by like 4 clicks of something harder hitting in decent succession. Count, you didn't notice anything.
We have the same
Just-
passive. I'm the trance though.
I just
As you
go
say.
over to Count's entrance to the tunnel that he went down, look to see if he's too far away, and then just kind of, if he's kind of stopping, like if it's a dead end tunnel and he's kind of stopping to get something, I'm just gonna stop here and wait.
He's down the tunnel, maybe 30 feet at the moment. Count's not moving quick. He's meandering along.
But it doesn't look like it dead ends.
No, looks like it continues.
So, keeping that 30-foot gap, I'm just gonna slowly keeping my eyes behind me because it looks familiar to that cat bullshitting thing. Bad experiences are bad experience. Eyes behind me, not letting that thing see my back for too long.
Make a perception check.
That's not what I wanted. I want this button. That is a dirty 20.
Okay. Alright. Continuing down the tunnel. You guys walk down.
Also,
And-
before entering that left turn or whatever. mark the path.
Mark this path. Understood. Continuing down the tunnel, though. Walking forward. The thing rapidly opens. Before you're in a very large, open. Why are you poking me with a banana? Stop.
Banana
Before
saver.
it get, yeah. Stop poking me with a banana.
Throw a
distracting.
kumquat at her.
What?
I don't have anything I could throw. Well, I have a
Just
glass
throw
pan I
it
could
in your
throw,
chair.
but that's a bit much.
Your stupid oranges that were in the stupid chair.
They're not in my
Hold
chair.
on.
She has them in her hand now.
Damn it.
I found something.
Yourself. You have yourself.
I caught it. Huh? I found enough in it. Anyway,
Clementines?
you guys find a very large cavern. The crystals are growing everywhere. There's looking around. There's not really small. Like there's a lot of like small ones, but the proportion of these are the very large, far outgrown crystals, outcroppings, jagged, sticking out of the wall. Like this looks like it hasn't been an entrance area for a long while. It just gets that same like, you know how they always said there's like that feeling like if you open a tomb or step into a cave or it's just had no human interaction either at all or for a long while, just the air feels different.
Seems like no one's been called to here for quite a while.
Even for Joran, it just stepping into the cavern, the air itself, like just the feeling just feels different. It's off. It's off-putting. Something. It's just different. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that.
I would tell the
It's not really
space
bad.
wizard that there
Not
was
really
a
bad,
thing.
but not good.
Well, what I was saying was, I would tell the space wizard that there was probably a cat thing there, but he's fucking entranced, and I don't know if he's really there or not. Fucking
But-
space wizards.
Across the ways, at one of the larger crystals, you do swear you see a tail curl back around of that similar red scales.
Fucking space wizards, get out of your stupid trance.
It counts, heading towards the center of the room, in the general direction of it. Sorsha!
Matt, there's something I'd like to try, but when we get back to count.
Okay. Sorsha.
Yes.
Real quick.
Alrighty. You're half jog, half running. The tunnels are getting more erratic, it feels like. Thinking about it, Johnny? This is getting really far, and the elevation doesn't make sense to what you saw, what you know of this area.
As in we feel really high up or really high down?
You should be above ground loosely from what your map is telling you.
Okay.
Are we just high?
Maybe
Just really, really high. Does somebody pump some gas in there?
it's possible.
We're dying of hypothermia?
What?
You said that with a... Yeah, I understood none of that.
Or are we
I don't
dying
think
of
anybody did.
hypothermia?
No.
No.
Not
Nor
yet.
are we being gassed?
Also, I don't know if you've ever experienced hypothermia, because normally you don't hallucinate.
Continue, Matt.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. I'm letting it build. Johnny. You hear a bit of a similar footsteps again. Sorsha. It's just normal stuff right now.
Sorsha doesn't hear that,
No, not this time.
Just glance.
but Sorsha has great ears.
Yeah, I know.
Really does.
I know.
She has big ears.
That tugging's getting stronger, almost urgent, you know? Like before it was occasional, like gentle one, right? Now it's It's almost like a physical feeling, like it's uncomfortable almost in how it's pulling you. Like it's trying to get you there quicker. And the frequency of it is going up.
Chani will steal a quick glance, but it sounds like Sorcia's going to be increasing her speed. So.
Yeah. You see a very similar sight to before. But now there's a second one. And as you take a quick glance back, you watch as they kind of like shuffle awkwardly backwards off into different branches of the tunnels.
Okay. And then Sorcia
I
I know I
still-
said it all.
Three hard not obelisks, three hard like obsidian colored discs that look, you can guess might be eyes on each face.
I don't know what it is, so
I have ant bites everywhere.
that's unfortunate.
Aw.
I'd like Count and Sorcia to make another perception check.
Nyum. 17.
You okay there?
22. I was doing math.
Okay. What was the thing you were trying to attempt, Count?
If we're is this like the end of the pathway in this larger corridor?
It looks like
What
there
if
might
we-
be some on the wall. There's like you can't tell if the other far wall is maybe an indent or a corridor. It's hard to say.
But this is there any like architecture built in like there was other places?
Nope, not here. There was along the way as you guys ran. Occasionally there was a room carved, made, obviously artificial, but currently where both of you are, rough-hewn, natural-grown stone walls.
Am I still compelled to go further in?
You're only a little bit from the entrance, and right now it's pulling you towards the center of the room.
Center of the room it is. I was gonna go there anyways.
Isn't that where the
I'm
tail
I'm
thing
in-
was?
I meant like further like into the entire like the complex area like oh hey there's a hall over there.
Doesn't look like.
I need to make a call, but I need to make a roll to make that call.
All right.
Nope, he doesn't. Space Wizards do Space Wizard things. He'll either see it or he doesn't.
Joran,
There's
there's a
room
growling
for-
behind you. Scanning the room? Or center of the room. I missed what you said.
Center of the room.
I turn
For
around and face the growling.
Sorcia,
Yeah.
running forward. You run past something. You're running down the hallway as you continue your jog, and then suddenly it's pulling you back, like the feeling is behind you some. You're currently in like a bit of a narrower tunnel. It's only a person width wide right now.
Yeah.
A little bit wider. It's not uncomfortable, but it's a lot narrower than most of these previous ones have been. Stopping, taking a second to look around. It's tugging you towards a low hole in the wall. Maybe starts maybe half a foot off the ground, and it's maybe 2.5 tall in diameter-ish. Not perfect circle. It's very rough because natural formations, but you're getting pulled towards it.
Sorcia has a rule that she doesn't go into strange holes.
We're already in one.
Okay. That's fair, actually.
That rule has been broken many times already.
So, do you continue to follow it?
Do I have a choice?
Yeah. What do you want to do?
You good there, Sorcia? We've stopped.
Sorcia don't know what to do.
Well,
There's 3 down the hall.
whatever thing has been leading you this far, where's it telling you to go now?
She points at the hole.
Alright. Chani will kind of give it a quick once over. Does it look
What
like
you
it,
looking for?
does it look like it carries on to an actual like chamber area, or is it like a hole?
Getting down, crouching, and looking. Looks like there might be a little bit of light off in the distance.
Does it look like it's full of snakes?
A little bit.
It looks like it continues further after the entrance. If this is where you're thing is telling you to go, then I think we should probably hurry up and get through it. I can go first if that'll
Fine.
make it better.
So something can grab me from behind? I don't think so.
Well, we can't fit
No,
at the
it'll
same
grab you
time.
from the front.
I'd rather go first.
Okay. I'll be right behind you.
You guys are about 3 hours, 45 minutes in.
Just gonna go
Save
through
for
the
count.
tunnel.
You gonna start in?
Yeah. Against her better
Getting
wishes.
down, getting settled, trying to like scoot around, trying to figure out a good angle to go in at it, right? You put your arms forward to try and pull yourself in, because you realize once you get in here, you're not gonna have a lot of room.
Remember, Sorsha's not a super tiny cow.
I know. And you start pulling yourself in. Start crawling down the tunnel. Very quickly. Well, not very quickly. With fair quickness, though, still, yeah. Sorsha's done a lot of tight spaces before. Sorsha disappears into the tunnel, Johnny.
I'm following behind her.
There's 4. There's 1 down where you guys were heading, but stopped. And then there's still the 3 down at the end.
Just kind of looking at them quizzically before. Boop.
Okay. How close attention have you been paying to Mortimer?
Relatively checking and making sure he's not doing something weird.
Giving it a quick check, you look down at the screen. Those things will pop up on Mortimer's screen. But when you look back up, none of them are there.
Right, I still don't understand this. And then Mortimer will, again, follow us into the hole. We go.
Okay.
We'll find another mushroom.
Joran,
Mhm.
turn your around to that growl.
Not being actively hostile, I just don't want to meet death with my back turned.
Just slow, calm. You've been in dangerous situations before. You can keep your nerve under control, you know?
Main thing is
Turning
no fear.
around. You see up the tunnel, where it's still dim light, very dark still, but very dim, you can still see a bit, is a very feline face that's very familiar with glowing eyes at this light level. Just watching.
Can Count sense any actual hostilities? Or is he too busy in his own stuff?
You're wandering around the middle of the room. Like, you walk up to a crystal growth, and you'll be like, no, this isn't quite right.
Just muttering under his breath, Jordan just says, "Oh, damn, fucking hurry up, you fucking space wizard."
And you walk up to the next one, and this is closer, but also not quite right.
Son of a bitch!
Too peaceful, it's too passive. You touch another one, and your hand comes back pretty quick. That's a very aggressive set.
God, the fucking difference it could have been if I had a fucking force caster.
Oh, it would have been very different.
Oh.
Sorsha, you think you hear voices up ahead?
Up ahead or in my head?
Up ahead.
Up ahead. Okay. That's
Make
a little less.
Make an intelligence check.
— 15.
It's familiar. You've heard this before.
Do I know where?
But it's eluding you. It's kind of... how to put it? It has like a slight bit of arrogance to it.
Is it Count?
No, you know Count pretty well. You think you'd hear him up ahead.
Not.
Continuing forward. They start to get a bit louder. You start to hear odd words here and there. But none of the words like register. They never make sense. Like you hear the word, but it's like the definition isn't connecting, you know?
Like someone's speaking a different language.
No, it's like they're speaking your language, but the word's not making sense, even though you know it should. Johnny!
Fucking cat thing.
You hear some scrabbling, you think, behind you.
Just going to continue along what's currently happening.
Okay. Continuing on. Sorsha, you crawl into the room. And it's very low light as well. But suddenly it flares bright as you start to crawl up and stand up. And before you, sitting on a chair, lean back, nice white suit, dark green scaly skin, expensive jewelry on his neck, with his slightly scarred bodyguard standing there, is a very familiar figure, and you're realizing you know that voice. It's Dran.
Who's
The owner of the Solar Chariot.
I'm assuming
Why
I
the
see nothing.
fuck is he here?
You're still in the tunnel. And as he looks up at you, he smiles and you just hear, "Ah, Sorsha. Nice to see you could join. Count." You're continuing on. You notice Jordan over there. He's very intensely staring at that tunnel.
Hand on gun.
You're realizing this. You start to hear that call again. It starts to pick up a bit more, and you follow it off to the side. And very quickly, you're not in the cave system anymore.
Motherfucker.
Like it all.
You're on a field. Open. Dead grass lying everywhere. And that's what you notice at first, but then it starts to fill in more as you see people. Standing, laying down, propped up. And then the noises start to filter in. Screaming, gunfire, sabers waving. And you look down and you're not wearing your armor you have been wearing. This it's originally a lighter color, but it's busted, it's broken, it's worn, it's got marks and scorches in it. Your saber is in your right hand, the new one you made, but it looks different than what you remember. It looks like other stuff has been added, more stuff, newer stuff, which has also been worn down from use. Its color is a bit different. Its color is a very angry, wrathful red. Looking around you, you realize you recognize some people here and there. Propped up against the wall, there's Sato. Rav's laying down. Aegis is bent over dealing with something. Johnny,
Yes.
you crawl out. Sorch is frozen, staring at something.
Okay, frozen
But
as in
there's nothing in
stunned,
the
not
cave.
frozen as in an icicle.
No, not an icicle. Like,
Okay.
make an
We
insight
cast
check for me,
Petrified
actually.
Earth.
Insight check.
Yeah.
Have a source of that, you know.
15.
You cut out there for me.
15.
15. It's terror. It's like fight or flight has been triggered, but instead of fleeing or fighting, she froze.
Sorsha, and kind of grab her arm, shake it a bit.
Sorsha, you see a large, well-suited hand grab your arm and shake you a little bit. As you turn, you see one of the bodyguards from the Solar Chariot grabbing your arm.
She's gonna jerk away from him.
Johnny, as you touch her arm, she just rips it away and steps back real quick, a couple steps back of readying herself.
Really seem unoffensive. Saoirse, you okay?
You don't hear anything there. You just hear Dran in the corner.
She's just gonna step back and she's just gonna put her arm behind her.
As you do that, you just hear Dran in the corner. So, it has been some time. Did you think we had forgotten?
Why are you here?
Because you're here. I don't like thieves.
I didn't hear.
He turns to you and says, I don't like thieves. More so, I abhor the lack of loyalty.
I don't know.
Oh, Sorsha. That marking there on your arm tells me everything I need. And you look down and you're not in your fur coat anymore. You're back in your normal dressing. And right there where you could have sworn Count burned it off is your tattoo, perfect, whole, and healthy.
She's gonna put her hand on it.
Feels like skin. Johnny, you watch as she just starts looking and no words are coming out of her mouth. She's not saying anything. You just watch her reach and run a hand over the scar, the burn wound.
Is she making the motion of talking?
No.
Okay. Johnny's not
This is
stupid.
very confusing for Johnny.
She can tell that something's going on. She's just gonna
But
try
you
to
don't-
keep an eye out to make sure nothing happens that she can see.
Okay. Keeping an eye out, making a watch. Make a perception check for me.
Perception check. I rolled well. So that's going to be a 21.
Here's some scrabbling back down that tunnel.
Let's ignore it for now. Whenever it sounds like it's close, she'll check again.
Doran,
Huh?
as you're sitting there and watching this cat, sitting up the tunnel, when suddenly it just sparks take to fly as it hits and takes off at top speed at you. Running forward and making a lunging leap at you, very similar to before, with its mouth open, claws forward.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Well, I don't know force such stupid fucking face wizard shit. So, gun out, shoot, bang.
Raising your rifle, you fire 2 shots, and it looks like they just skim right past. And as it's about to hit you, flying through the air at you, you last minute try to push it up and get a last shot, and then it just dissipates upon reaching the barrel.
Question for James.
Uh-huh.
Do you have the close quarter shooter thing still, or was that one of the things that got changed?
It got changed, but he let me keep it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry.
You're fine.
And there's just no cat anymore.
Mutters, but loud enough for fucking everything to hear around him. Fucking space bullshit. Turns around
That was too
angrily to look
fast.
at Count to go, what the fuck?
He's over there. He has a saber in his hand. It's not on, but he has a saber in his hand.
Is the roof higher
It's
than
new
10
one.
feet?
It doesn't look familiar. The handle is a bit longer.
Is the roof higher than 10 feet in here?
Roof in here is probably about 40 feet up.
Okay. That's good.
He's not quite center. He's off towards where you originally saw the tail earlier.
I'll be back in just a second.
The fuck was that? Just pointed, jab, question at fucking Count.
You don't hear this, Count. What you hear and see is wounded Sato missing his robotic arm, pulling himself back up.
Not an unusual sight.
Mrav standing back up with burns, slashes, heavy, digging through areas. It's surprising he's on his feet. Aegis, mostly there, mostly whole. Some slight burn marks here and there, but nothing terrible, almost like it was just tinged. You're starting to remember the battle that started off. You couldn't do it anymore. Training wasn't enough. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. I don't. Yeah, that's right. I don't have proficiency in the wisdom saving throw, so that's an 8.
Nope. 8. You settled down for a while. You got the organization stopped. You even brought Aegis back over. You got him on your side, at least. If not the good side, at least the neutral side. And you decided to settle for training, but training just wasn't enough. And that urge built slowly. And then it brought you here. You picked a fight with as many people as you could. You were trying to get that thrill back, that spark you were missing. And currently, you feel more alive than you have in years. But they ready themselves, and you ready yourself for battle. As around you, through all this chaos, disaster, blood, screaming, crashed vehicles, you realize dozens upon dozens of people are dead. Those still standing are those who stood near the top, who stood at similar heights to you, if not a bit above. And you all go back into a flurry of combat. There is no banter, there is no talking, there's just raw anger, determination between those facing you. And you just feel joy. As the fighting starts anew. Parrying blow after blow, swinging your own, landing a few, taking some. Joran, what are you doing? Count's starting to slowly make moves. Almost like he's going through a practice swings.
Fucking Space Wizard bullshit. I'm just gonna watch the stupid fucking hallway that this cat just ran through and disappeared in. Just let him do his stupid Space Wizard bullshit. Just basically take a knee and watch the stupid fucking hallway.
Okay. Alright.
Just in case anything that is actually real that runs down this way can also get shot.
Eric, are you back?
Hi.
Okay. Just making sure. Sorsha.
Yeah.
Thunder.
Thunder.
He looks back up at you and says, "So, what shall we do? I could let you go. But then, got a message with that sent to those that I also have under my employ.
Employ?
Employ.
You act like they have a choice.
There's always a choice you can make. They just chose the bad ones. But have you not paid attention? You were just there. So many of them working so diligently.
for you, so that you
Quite.
can make money, so you can sit on your butt.
Put my labor in. I made my kingdom. And it was going oh so well until we had one little servant who decided to plunder it if she could.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You were very good at it. Very close to getting away from it. But you made one small teeny weeny mistake. You came back. As you see, I had forgotten. I thought we had a thief hit and was quite well at it. But then you showed up and wanted to apply for a chariot race. You made the mistake of trusting someone else who stayed in my employ all those years back when you left.
How did you find us here? How did you get here?
You guys brought my ship here, remember? What, you don't think I give away ships without some way of retrieving them if I desire?
But how would you know I'd be on the ship? How do you know I didn't just leave?
I make a living by waging bets, rigging them. Knowing I can take a few, the good ones.
And I make a living by stealing from creeps like you.
Oh, creeps, you wound me. But I know what you can do to work off those wounds and debts of yours. Make a wisdom saving throw.
You have a decent wisdom.
12!
Damn it.
Did you also roll a 5?
What?
Did you also roll a 5?
No, I only have a 2 wisdom.
Oh.
Positive.
Yeah.
I thought you had higher than that.
No.
He just sits back and... Oh, well, we've wasted enough time on this business venture, shall we call it? Would you kindly? And he looks to the person behind you, and a hand starts to reach out towards you from the generic bodyguard.
She's gonna smack him away.
Make an attack roll.
Would you kindly?
Johnny, as you're sitting there trying to keep an eye, you look back at the scrabbling sum, you look back up just in time to see Source just step back and just swing a hand at you, trying to smack you away.
She hits the suit
Trying
successfully.
to smack you, and you like lean back just a bit as it swings in front of you.
Stop that.
She looks agitated now,
Saoirse, calm
but
down.
fearful. Still fearful. The bodyguard starts to reach around to ready something, it looks like. What are you gonna do, Sorsha?
Do it.
She looks conflicted if you guys can't tell.
I'll be okay.
Johnny,
I'm deceptively hard to
something
hit.
on this. There's something over there on that corner. It looks like there's a little hole up near the ceiling.
I look at it.
You see some eyes watching back. Some very similar, circular, discish, obsidian eyes.
Johnny, no ill will intended, just kind of like says, "Go away." Shoo.
Shoofly. And as she does this, what do you do, Sorsha? The bodyguard looks like he's reaching around for something.
Sorcerer's going to... bear with me. She's going to do a backflip back to get a little farther away from him, and she's gonna be like, "Little do you know, I learned some new tricks. Lightning charge!"
With what?
Blink.
Remember,
With
lightning
my
charge.
army thingy.
Your army thing is a punch.
She can
No.
still
Stake
backflip and then
driver's
just.
a punch. I'm just letting you know. So as you watch as Sorcerer just suddenly, with a very graceful move that you always seen, takes like a step back,
I
like
have the
flips
5
back.
foot range.
And you're backing up.
Yeah, that
which
means
would put you
melee.
5.
That means melee. 5 foot range means you punch with melee range.
It's okay. It's
I thought it had like a. I'm talking
As
about my
you do
wrist.
this, make an attack roll as you flip back and start to step forward. And Shani, you look up as lightning starts to crackle on the stake driver you built for her.
blink, blink.
19.
Oh shit.
Max,
Wait, oh shit. Shit.
Max, it pretty much has the range of a dagger. It shoots out and then comes back in.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't go very far, but it's fucking devastating.
But-
Speaking of,
4d4
well,
plus a
first
d8 of light.
hit me.
She did. She rolled a 19 to hit.
Shit. Total
Yeah.
shield. No.
I'm sorry.
All right. So you don't roll damage. As you step forward with a crackling, and Shani, you look back just in time to realize, oh shit! As a lightning charge punch dagger that you made is right in front of your face, and a shield blares to life.
Hold on. No.
Sorshaz, you gotta punch this guy at the last
No,
second. He just turns and it skids off of like this metal plate he has on his arm. Make another wisdom saving throw.
Zarsha, me. Don't kill me. You like me, I thought.
She's half and half, a mix of fear and anger at this point.
I know my words aren't getting through, but I'm trying.
Jordan's just gonna.
Oh, I love this. I love this.
Jordan's just gonna what? Hold on, what? What'd you say, Robert?
say Shawnee's gonna be traumatized, and Joran's just gonna Count's gonna succeed, and Joran's just gonna come out of here just like fucking ghost dog or fucking ghost cat.
Fucking
Thank you for
bullshit.
bullshit.
It's just gonna infuriate him more about Space Lizard bullshit. That's all this is doing.
Yeah, Count's just gonna be like, I know what I need to do. Joran's just gonna be pissed, and then Shawnee and Sorsha are about to kill each other.
Count.
Oh. Did you get Max's saving throw?
Yeah, it was an 8. Count.
Oh
Yeah.
And don't you know there's penalties for failing saves by more than a certain amount?
no!
Count.
What?
Yes.
What?
Marv rushes forward. He's the first one to rush you. He's always rushing to the front. The vanguard. The durable one. And he was the first one to fall down from them. As you step to the side, I see he rushes forward, flicking your saber off, ramming the hilt into his gut, and flicking it back on before just ripping upwards. And he hits the ground almost in 2 pieces.
Not good enough.
Sato steps in next, and you throw a hand out and send him launching backwards. Aegis comes in for a strike. And brings like a slight curved saber you saw him have before. Kind of like a cavalry saber, maybe. Or a naval cutlass. Fair. And he brings like in a wide arcing motion, and you step back as he does, and at the same time you mimic his move par for par, but there's a difference here. His blade is maybe 3 feet long. Yours is 9. And Aegis falls over in 2 pieces. I would like you to make a second wisdom saving throw.
Okay, that's better. 14.
Okay. As you finish off this move, you see over there, maybe 30 feet away.
If it was charisma, it would have been a 20.
Yeah. This is true. But over there, about 30 feet away, crouched down, rolling, recovering from his throw, he starts to pull out. You watch as Sato starts to pull out an odd, heavy pistol handgun of some kind. Stands at the ready, starting to ready it up. What would you like to do? Hello?
I'm thinking. Hang on. Never mind. There's no time to think. This is the flurry of battle.
It is. What would you like to do?
How far away?
About 30 feet.
30 feet? Yep.
He's mostly okay. He's just got his arm broken right now. He's avoided major injuries.
He's about to not be.
Roll to hit.
Movement.
Roll to hit.
Hang on, before I roll. Wait. Do I stance? Am I already stanced?
You are in full combat. You have 2 extra sabers floating around you. You have this out. You've immersed yourself in the feeling of battle. It is surging, it is violent, but it's peaceful. You're free almost. Cathartic.
Chains have been broken. Oh shit! The Sephi Saber. It gets its effect the first time it's used. Because a 19 is a critical now.
Oh.
A 19 is a critical.
Roll your damage. Roll your damage.
It is max level smite. Is that max level increased? Or is it still 40?
It's your current one.
Okay. So I need...
Joran, you're hearing the growls, and suddenly you almost missed it, but there's light footsteps. You turn, his count is in the air with like he looks like he made like a full circle to build up momentum, and is coming down. You watch as a saber hilt like knights and goes from nothing to glaring at a 9-foot blade, and you look up just in time to see it hurtling at you.
D12. Okay, so yep, D12, D6, or D12, D8, and D4. There we go. Got everything.
How big is the room? The room, like ceiling wise?
The ceiling is about 40 feet up.
Cool.
9, 12, 18, 21, 28, 31,
I don't know
31
what
double.
playlist I should be on.
31 doubled goes to 62. And if I'm double stanced, that is plus, let's see, that is plus 18 to damage. So
80.
62 plus 18, yeah.
Joran, you take 80 damage as this saber cleaves right across from like shoulder down towards hip, and you take a stumbling steps backwards as it just rips through your armor and open. You have a brief moment to do what you would like to do. I think I know what you're going to do, though.
At this point in time, should I kick on the battle music?
If you wish to.
I feel like I should. It has been kicked.
So should I roll my second attack?
Hold on. Joran, what are you doing?
Bonus action. Jetpack.
Rocking the
Fuck it,
gun?
I'm 30 feet in the air.
Alright.
And
And
I react to attack.
count. Hold on. Count. As you flick over and Sato tries to raise the gun to fire, you get there first. You're faster. You swing quicker, then you have a longer reach than a lot of people expect, even though they see it. And with one strike, shoulder to hip, Sato slides down on a party. And looking around, there's still people here and there. One of them's up above you on a jetpack, but it looks like he's trying to get away. Looking over there, you realize, huh. There's Sorsha. Face down, on the ground. Missing some pieces.
What?
And you just... People are running, trying to get away. Nobody worth noting is still there. And you're like, You look down There's foam. Arms both gone. You can see where they are on the ground, and you're realizing the battle's over. Before long, it quickly fades. The rush, the joy. You just feel disappointment. Make another wisdom save throw.
That one is one higher than last time. 14 or 15. Alright, Joran, take me to Mandalore. We gotta start a war.
No.
And quickly, that disappointment is starting to hollow out. Turn to rage. But this is all the galaxy has to offer. This is all you went through. This was your apex. Your peak. Sorsha, what would you like to do as your stake driver glints hangs off of this guy's metal gauntlet he blocked with?
Is there any ceiling that my gloves could stick to?
The ceiling's about 15 feet up, so I don't think you can try to jump to reach it, but there is the walls.
Could I jump off the bodyguard's shoulders and then jump onto the ceiling?
You could make an attempt. Make an athletics check. Johnny, what would you like to do as she just made an attack at you and an energy shield bounced it back?
Plead. Sorsha, calm down.
And make acrobatics instead of athletics?
It's okay. Come on.
I'll let it happen. Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Really? Okay.
Why is everything all robot-y?
It's just deciding to act up.
Johnny's a bit glitchy after getting punched by an electric stake driver.
It kind of hurt, yeah.
You also did just update, so it's probably going through its normal bullshit update phase.
Persuasion of 24, Matt.
Okay.
I think Johnny's hurting compared to Jordan.
Jordan's
Yeah,
fine.
Jordan, how was that 80 damage?
Jordan's fine.
You took 8. Yeah.
I'm still up.
So, what's your acrobatics?
23.
As you're trying to convince her to calm down, she runs at you, and you're getting ready for an attack before she just plants a foot like on your shoulder, and then leaps upwards at the ceiling before just slapping one of the palms on it and sticking to it.
Well,
You're
okay
currently
then.
above them, Sorsha. You have the high ground.
I have the high ground! I will. Is Phase Strike an attack?
Phase Strike is a bonus action to do basically some extra movement, some advantage on an attack, and some extra damage.
Why did you have me roll for 24? Did nothing.
It did something.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Can I use Force Propel? Is there any rocks that I can throw at him?
There's loose rubble and stuff around.
I'm gonna use Force Propel to throw the heaviest rock I can find.
Oh
Okay,
no,
mark
not the
off your
stalagmite.
points. Johnny, you need to make a dex save.
Yep. Oh, not so good. 11.
Alright. You watch as she's up there and then just rips her hand through the air. It actually starts to ripple a bit, and you realize stuff around the room starts to rattle. Different rocks, some loose crystals, and then they just rocket towards you from the, like, roughly her direction towards you. Roll 3d8 damage.
You know, I can't really hear anything because everything's all robot-y.
At least Matt's in the same room.
Yeah.
Yeah. 12.
12 damage. Johnny has these, like, bits of rock,
I'll take
crystal
12.
pieces just start slamming in, and you take 12 damage.
Ow.
Say what?
I'll accept 12.
Okay. Make another wisdom saving throw, but this time you have advantage.
Nice.
Also, Matt, I rolled a self-imposed
Did you roll?
check.
Okay.
I got 18.
I'll get your check in a second when we flip back to you guys, if that's okay.
You're fine.
You got an 18? Did you
Yeah.
roll with advantage?
No.
Roll your second die.
18.
You're up there. And for a second, the room's different. It's on a second, and he's not there. For a second there, it's Chani reeling back as she takes damage, but then that's gone, and this guy's there, and he's looking angry.
Can I call out for Chani?
Yeah. What are you doing? What are you calling out?
Chani. Hey, where'd you go? What are you doing?
And for the first time since you've entered this room, you hear Sorsha speak.
Okay. I don't think I can
What
do
was your
anything at this
self-imposed check?
I rolled to see if I would throw this little tiny, greeny, cracked rock at him and shoot it and blow it up. In a room.
Are you doing so?
I rolled a 19, so no.
Okay.
I was
Count.
going to.
Your
I'm
anger is
just-
there. There's...
I'm going to. What I am going to do, though, since it's 40 feet, I'm going to fly the rest of the 10 feet, jettison a harpoon into the wall, cut the jetpack off, and just hold on to the harpoon. Tie a rope around whatever I need to do.
Okay, you watch as that guy on the jetpack count starts to go up. Looks like he's gonna grab the bottom of a transport, and you just feel the rage there. It is building. How dare someone try to run away? How dare somebody who could just bring even a fraction of that incitement back try to get away? What would you like to do?
What do I have for 40 feet?
Check your...
I'm back on.
Okay.
You sound a bit choppy still, Max.
Yeah, I can't help it.
Probably need to
Oh,
clear the
that's
cache whenever you have the chance to do so. That might do something.
Clear the what?
App cache, it might do something.
Let's see.
I know you have electricity.
I am checking the range on an ability.
You just said your push-pull thing was 120 feet a minute ago, so.
Who said I was checking push-pull? No, I meant for within 40.
You're
I
fine.
mean, push-pull's viable on somebody on the ceiling.
Might rip my arm off because I'm tied into the wall. Legit, I'm not fucking around when I say I'm tied into the wall. I have 50 foot of fucking cable here.
Oh no! Oh no! I assumed you just quick loop, ripped it, and held it around your arm, basically.
Okay.
Count had like maybe a little bit of time there where he was just looked like he was seething to you. Before it was like a calm face, like like his battle face. It looked excited, but it was kind of calm. Now it's just fury, it's rage, and it's building.
Weavers, please chill out. I tried to scroll down and the entire page just had a seizure.
Technical difficulties galore tonight, huh?
Yes. Okay, range is 30.
Fuck you, I'm 40.
Okay. No, that's perfect. So, third level force jump. level.
What does upcasting it do?
Each level gives an extra 5 feet.
So, as you're up there at the top of the 40 feet, you pin yourself and you loop the rope around your arm, right, Jordan? You look down, and you gotta look down at Count, and you realize Count's not down, Count is there.
And I would like to bonus action hasten that one.
Oh, force jump's not already a bonus action. Okay.
No, it's an action for some. Yeah, it's an action.
Swing again. This time you have disadvantage. The rage is new and it's throwing your otherwise refined skills off. Normally you do it very with precision through skills, but now it's anger, it's rage, it's chopping, and this isn't what you've done for years. Your muscles are screaming something's wrong. Did you just roll 2 20s?
No,
Okay.
I rolled 2 19s,
Okay.
which is the same now.
So
But that's
if
a
you hit
37.
100,
But-
you kill me outright.
Roll your damage.
But that's 30. But yeah, that's a 37 to hit.
We already know what's gonna hit.
Yeah.
I have to get these odd amalgamation of dice.
Your current
My goal
smite
was
cap
my
is
goal-
down 1.
Current smite cap is down 1.
You've been burning yourself out through all this battle. This battle has gone on for hours for you.
All right. The intent was to jump onto the harpoon, by the way.
Oh, it's in the wall.
Yeah, like it's like pinned in the wall.
Well, in the ceiling, I should say.
Also, to you, looks
so
like
there's not
a
really
ship.
jumping on it.
Okay, I thought it was horizontal, not vertical.
Yeah.
So 8, 12, 13, 19. $22, 27. So 20. So 27 times
Is-
2.
Okay.
What?
Okay. Nope. I was going to say, is there more? Because oh god.
20, 27 times 2.
I mean, I'm not dead outright, but I'm down.
That's good.
Oh, yeah, if he's
Alright,
not,
so
if
you're
he's
already
not
down?
dead out, yeah, he's
Yeah,
not
okay.
dead out.
So,
You know, I was
Joran, you black out, it goes limp. For
I'm
no one else is
swinging!
aware of this right now. I was say nobody else is aware of this right now, but Joran, you're just hanging there. You're blacked out, unconscious, just hanging by that rope. It's caught on your arm where you pinned it in the wall. And Count, you fall back to the floor after singing another slash, and the vehicle starts to lift off with like somebody else had grabbed his arm and is holding him on, but you don't think he's moving anymore. And I would like you to make another wisdom saving throw.
Damn, you're not being charisma. Huh. So that's an odd landing for my die because it landed in the nook of where I normally roll, or it rolled across my bed, and it landed on the corner. So there's 6 different numbers showing.
Then
Yeah,
re-roll if it's cocked.
Okay, let's try that again.
It just rolled 3 19s to bludgeon a teammate. Surely it can
Yeah.
manage something in the positive to stop this
No.
nonsense.
It might not.
No.
God no. God no.
No. No.
So is Johnny Mix.
1.
1.
Critical fail. 1.
Okay.
Total of 4.
You start to stalk towards your next person. You can feel them off in the distance. They're trying to flee. This has already wasted its battle on you. And you start stalking off towards it. Joran, make a death saving throw.
You'll be fine. You're a god.
You have like
Yeah,
a
I'm not-
D6 on
I'm
these.
not worried. Oh, yeah, with an 18, I'd like to roll with D6.
Well, let's
if
see
Count
here.
gets to attack.
Hey, look at that, a 5! I'm up! Fuck you!
Yeah. Say, if Count actually attacked, he'd be dead on the ground.
No, I told you, and he was like, it looked like the person that was up on the transport had grabbed a hold of the guy's wrist as he was trying to get away. So they
I
went
know, but
off
if I
and
did-
had a hold of him still, and it just.
No, I'm saying if Count went to go attack another guy, he's always multi-attacking. So if he
The
was
guy's off at a
attacking the other-
distance.
Oh, okay.
You're stalking off towards the person that's at a distance. You can feel them in the distance.
Oh, neat.
It better not be me. I'm gonna be mad.
So,
Joran,
roll a
you're
20.
slowly oozing back in quickly as you watch Count stalk out of the cap.
Did I grab the
Quick.
crystal or anything in there?
You don't know yet.
Quick text message, if I can, if it works, to Chani. Count's fucked. I don't know where he's going, but he nearly just killed me. I'm really fucked up.
Rule something. You get a message, Chani, but currently Sorsha just lob shit at you.
But currently am busy.
Sorsha, what would you like to do? Chani, what would you like to do?
But what's the
Sorsha,
order
In
of
the
things?
corner, you watch as Dran standing up, straightening his suit out, and the head of the security is currently tapping on his wrist pad doing something. With
I just
the
wanna
person
know-
down there had drawn a gun out from behind his back.
I just want to know real quick. Is
Yeah.
he still in the hallway room that I can see, to where I can see him?
He's out of sight now. You walk up, just barely, you're jittery-eyed
Just
waking up to him
yeah.
leaving. You caught, his coat twirling out, and that's how you know he went down the tunnel.
Fair.
Sorsha's gonna call out for Chani again. Chani, where are you? What did he do to you?
Are you doing anything else to the bodyguard who's raising a gun?
Sorsha, hear me out. Sorsha's going to take her boot that has the knife. Take the knife out of the boot. The knife is going to come out of the boot, and she's going to try to kick the boot into his eye.
Make an attack roll.
I like my eyes.
Chani,
Don't do
what are you
this.
doing as you watch Sorsha start to, rear back a foot and then lash it towards you?
Well, let's see what our attack roll is.
It might not go
I got
through.
19.
19, that's another shield.
19. And again,
Yep.
if you go to do it, he just reaches up and that same metal gauntlet on his other arm, he just shing. Johnny, you watch as the knife stops an inch from the right eye in your visor, bending into the energy shield a little bit before it rebounds out and skids off.
Sorsha, because she lost her boot knife.
Well, the boot
And
knife
you
is
hear
still
Sorsha
fine.
cry out again. What were you doing during that?
Well, recoiling from almost having my eye impaled, and then going, okay, there's something up here. Have I seen her, attempting to shake something off of her wisdom saves? Does it look like she's trying to fight something off inside of her head?
Make a another insight.
Insight check? That's fine. I'm good at them.
Yeah.
That is a 21.
What is your deception bonus?
Deception?
Did
Yes.
you just ask for a passive deception?
No! Yes, I have a passive deception.
What is your deception?
You don't know, but you don't want to know.
I do want to know.
It's 12.
Don't do this to me.
I'm sorry.
For a brief moment, the eyes realizing you're slightly clouded, but that last one, just before this, the one where the rock started to fly at you, for a brief second, it seemed to clear out for a minute before the cloudiness sunk back in, the unfocused look sunk back in.
Okay. Fuck it. Hail Mary. Sorsha's on the ceiling. For some reason, right?
Yeah, and just about kicked you in the eye.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to, against my better judgment, because it's cold down here, and I'm gonna hate myself, go ahead and retract my helmet.
Okay.
Utilize my ability to move in 3 dimensions. Fly up to where Sorsha is. Help action, give her a hug. And bonus action, inspiration. Sorsha, it's me. Calm down.
So, roll a persuasion with advantage.
Alright.
Roll a natural one and pile driver her from the ceiling.
just drive a headbutt into her chin.
That's a 27 persuasion.
Okay.
And you have
Sorsha,
a d6 for your next
make-
anything.
Yep, make a wisdom saving throw at advantage, then you have a d6 you can add to the total.
I can't hear her.
So, your mic's really far off
I
and you're
got
muted.
an at 20, so 26.
I
So,
did it! My power of
as-
storytelling dice.
As you watch the bodyguard leap up through the air at you, like, this man's got some serious jump to him because he jumps
He's
the
got
whole
some
15
hops.
feet up to you.
Mad ups.
And it looks like he's about to, like, bear hug tackle you off. And then as he, like, groups on it, starts to green, you're ready for the pain to start of, like, a bear hug tackle. You realize vision flickers again, and Shawnee's sitting there hugging you. And grabs and just hits you, and then the full weight hits, and both of you just plop off of the ceiling.
Well, I'm probably
You
still
hear a bit of,
floating.
like, oh yeah, you fly, never mind.
Yeah.
And you guys are both just there. You're hanging from the ceiling with Chani trying to hug you, and you're looking around, and you're back in this cave as you were before, but there's no Duran. There's no generic bodyguard. There's no head security.
Chani?
Saoirse,
What's going on?
you probably now see that there's a bunch of tiny little sharp objects just shoved into her armor at random spots. You were kind of out of it there
What
for a
happened,
minute.
Chani?
You were kind of out of it there for a minute. Are you okay?
I did that. I'm so sorry, Chani.
It's okay, I deflected the worst of it, and she'll kind of give your arm gauntlet a...
And you're
What
connected.
happened to Dran?
Who?
Dran
There's
and his
been...
bodyguards, and he had this guys, and they had guns, and you were gone, and
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it was all in your head. Here, let's get down to the floor.
There's no chair. There's no markings. There's no people besides Chani. The only damages around are from where you saw the rocks fly from the walls. Are you dropping down?
yeah.
So, going down with Chani, she's probably helping lower you to the ground. You don't disengage your glove, you know? Just, you're a little shocked. As you pull away, you hear... sounds like a bit of like a crumble and a rock break. And as you guys are sitting down on the ground, you realize still stuck to like the pad in the center where the majority of the grip is for your glove is a soft blue gem. Very lightly colored. It's pulsing slightly, it's shining just a little bit for you, like different from the rest where it's a bit of a glow like this seems to be coming from the gem itself.
Sorsha's going to put that in her shirt.
Are there any others nearby?
Gems?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some crystals.
What color was that, man?
Hers
Soft
was a
blue.
very
Light blue.
soft blue.
Okay.
Very light, soft blue.
I
The
will
light
grab
in it was
one.
there, coming from within, just slight pulse.
I'll grab one at complete random.
Very nice. Okay.
The Sorsha's going to just like fall on the floor, just very limp. And she's just gonna cry a little.
Take a second. I think I got a message from Joran, and if something's happened with Count, I don't like that idea.
Alright, so, you are grabbing a random one, you said, right?
Yeah.
Roll me just a flat d20 since it sounds like you're doing it kind of like hurriedly as you're checking your stuff.
Well, not really hurriedly. I'm sure that Sorsha's like have a bit of sense of reverence to her, and she's just kind of like, ah, this one's special. And then China's just like, well, I mean,
She's-
honestly, it brought me
For a
here
minute
too.
there before she... Go ahead.
And then China's just gonna be like, well, honestly, it brought me here too. So whatever one is there, I don't see a reason why I can't get one too.
As
Random
you're looking
day.
around to grab one, you realize sitting on an outcrop, one that's coming out horizontal, is a very similar creature to what you saw earlier. But this one's a lot smaller, just sitting on it staring at you as you're reaching out for it, and it's just looking at you head on now.
Until the panel changes and these giant fuck-off teeth appear, I'm going to assume that they're just here to observe.
As you grab it and you pull a piece off, you get a bit bigger than the one Sorsha has.
I rolled an
But
18, I don't know if
nonetheless-
that matters.
Yep, that helps.
Okay.
And you just get a palm. It's a darker green crystal. And as it breaks, this thing just kind of like sizzles and fades out.
But thing sizzles.
The creature that was sitting on it.
It just stops existing.
It just stops existing.
Ah!
You killed it.
And you're
you
putting-
fucking killed it.
And while you're sitting there doing that, Sorcer's just sitting there for a minute before she puts it in her dress, just recovering and staring at this thing.
20-pounder spirit animal.
It's like, for you, Sorcia, it's like connecting to a piece that was missing that you didn't know was missing.
Just gonna put it right next to her heart.
Okay.
I shake off the whatever the hell just happened with the little fuzzy thing and see the message from Joran. Really kind of weigh things in her head for a moment. And she's going to send him a message that just says, "We're heading to the exit. Get out of here." She knows
As
the
you do
kind of
this-
nonsense the Count does. We can't fight that.
As
I
you
can't
say
from
this,
really far
this
away.
is happening. Joran, you're getting yourself off. You get this message back. Sorcia, this whole area has been an ocean you've been feeling, right?
Yeah.
But it's been kind of peaceful. Even if it's picked up pace some, it still felt warm. And off in the distance from it, you just feel cold surge.
I put my helmet back up.
And then start moving at a rapid pace. The currents are now going from like gentle churning, picking up speed to suddenly they're just ripping in random directions like rapids, riptides. And there, we shall
Shawnee.
take a quick break.
Well, let her. What line do you want to say?
Yeah, you can say your line.
There's something coming.
Do you think that you can find our way back to the entryway? Does she have some sort of feeling as to where to go now? Matt?
Nothing particularly, the tugging's gone.
Oh.
Okay, Mortimer should be able to lead us out, unless I have, for
So
some
now
reason, think
it's
that
like
we're
a
near.
reverse magnet, and I just need to go as far away from Count as possible.
Oh, mayhaps.
You don't know its count.
Okay, break
Well,
time.
I will.
Anyways, this is where we'll take a quick break. I need the bathroom personally.
I'm gonna start the fun music.
Yep.
Fun music. Do.
Are you sure you don't need the Final Fantasy VII track?
Not until I can find one that won't show up on the bots.
Fair enough.
Speaking of things that won't show up on the bots, one of them slipped past me, last week. So there may be an ad on one of my videos for it. Hopefully not, though.
Okay. But is Chani or Sorcia Aerith?
That's an excellent question. If we had a cloud, I might be able to answer.
Chani's technically the lead,
Seriously?
so that puts her there more so. Sorcia's kind of the healer now.
What? Sorcia no heal.
I bring myself back from the dead. Fuck all of y'all.
You really do. Which is why my comment is like, we
I
can't
do
kill
heal.
him.
By the mercy of the DM having partial control of the character.
I mean, it makes sense.
Oh no, it does.
Okay.
It makes sense because you killed the one, so in your mind it's already dead, so I can get away. You're not
Yeah.
there.
It's
So-
not 1-to-1 what's happening.
Yeah.
No. It's closely lined up.
In a long distance fight, I would win. In
I
a
mean, I
short
can-
distance fight, you would win, hands down.
And the problem is, we're in a cave system.
Yeah.
I mean, I can
Like if I could get my 540 fucking feet the fuck away from you, I could shoot the fuck out of you till you're dead. Till you're fucking dead.
Because you're
Easy before
500
you even
feet
clear
away.
half that gap. But like Eric was saying, that is the only area. Unless I have high
roll a
explosives. Yeah.
Is it bad? I expected this to go way quicker and way smoother for you guys.
No.
You have high expectations,
It would
bro.
have been
I have
bad.
reality.
What would have been bad is if the party outnumbered. Is it the force casters outnumbered the non-force casters?
Yeah, that actually really
That
helped you guys out here.
Would have been bad. If
You
I
know,
was
if
a
you
force
would've-
caster, if I knew that this campaign was gonna last a long time, and I took a force caster and had the fucking background and whatnot.
Well, you just had an excellent chance to switch characters.
You
If
did.
Matt-
I did, but Dice said no, you're not allowed. Okay.
It might happen still.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
No,
Hey.
because life debt is still a thing. I will defend Johnny with my life.
hey.
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot.
That's how it goes, isn't it? So, what's your thoughts so far?
I think Max and I handled our situation pretty well.
I
Which one
didn't
of them-
do anything.
Oh, it's just
I should just
it's
stayed
lovely
away.
that the persuasive person was with the one that could afford to fail it better mechanically.
Oh yeah, now I remember what I was gonna say.
I
Those
know,
have been-
right? I
If
know,
those were-
right?
If those would have been charisma saving throws, except for the natural, and the others would have passed. Probably.
No.
I would have been fine. I would have been fine if it was me and Johnny, or me and Sorsha. I'd have been fine. There would have been no problem.
The only difference is Sorsha doesn't like you as much.
I don't
So
care.
My charisma.
I could have
Oh.
kicked your ass and then dealt with it later.
Oh no!
The
but if
fucking
Johnny-
other thing, the thing, and Johnny would have been more persuasive and able to talk her way out of Count being fucking fucked.
Count.
Except that he would have exploded me instantly.
I think Sorsha just got challenged.
Well, Sorsha doesn't know she got challenged. Sorsha's recovering still.
Sarsha's about to start running toward the exit.
All right. So which one of you identifies as Aerith more?
I don't know what that means.
Oh shit!
What?
Sephiroth killed Aerith in Final Fantasy. That's
Probably
not a
me.
spoiler, that game has been out for ages.
Probably me, as I nearly just got killed.
No, it's not you. You're clearly Barrett, because guns.
I don't fucking know these things. I don't know fucking Final Fantasy.
Oh.
So am I coming down from the mountain like the Macho Man?
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Fucking
Elbow drop spike.
Sorsha's gotten stronger.
okay.
I'm
So is
just saying.
Doran.
Is
So
she
would it-
defending
It
her?
would be that, it would be that easy.
I didn't say it would be easy, but I have
Just that he
definitive
could.
things that
He
would
had a
help
chance.
me win. I had a chance with Sorsha.
There's a better
I have
chance
no
against you than Count.
I have no chance in melee combat with Count.
I'm not a combat class.
Because
Just
if you get close, I'll pay more attention to you getting close because you're sneaky. I pay less attention to Count getting close because he's weird.
And he's not sneaky, he's upfront about it. And it's great
Exactly.
until suddenly, oh fuck, how did he travel that fast?
Exactly. So automatically I would be paying more attention to you. Also, in that situation, there was just these little weird bird things, not a fucking cat, that would make me want to shoot it to make me draw my attention away. So my attention would be more focused on Sorsha, so I would see Sorsha getting weird and swirly. So it had more chance of me noticing shit going awry faster than Count and me getting hit in the back of the head with a fucking Buster Saber.
Yeah, but you try to kill me. You wouldn't try to fix me. You'd just be like, okay, this is a good
No, I would-
opportunity
I
to
would
shoot
tell-
Sorsha.
No,
I think
would
he's more
tell-
likely to kill Count.
No, I would fucking straight up kill Count. If I had the option to, I would straight up fucking kill Count. I'm not gonna lie about that. But because Chani is so close to you, I would do non-lethal all the way. I would make sure it was non-lethal.
Which easy to do, basically stun on a rifle.
Yeah.
Thank
Or
you,
hit the
Tony.
right areas.
So,
I could
shall we
talk
continue,
my
or
way
does
out.
people want to continue their break?
I'm good.
I need to get a drink here in just a second.
You
but
would
Okay,
have
go
had
get
the
a drink real
shield
quick.
when I went to take the knife to the eye.
I can talk my way out of killing Count. I cannot talk my way out of killing Sorsha. I'll be right back.
Sorsha did nothing wrong. Sorsha is a bean.
While he's getting a drink, I'm going to go to the bathroom as well.
Just stab me with
Okay.
a bunch of rocks.
I'm sorry.
So, what are you thinking so far?
Very happy I wasn't with Count. also apparently happy I wasn't with Joran.
We separated the mechanically viable characters from the not as much. It's okay.
I know. It's
Joran
okay,
would
yeah.
have hesitated.
Because that would have been Chani just dead in a single strike. No?
I don't know what the exact number was, but it wouldn't have been pretty.
He did 80 damage on that first strike.
I would have had to activate my shock absorbers.
Would that have reduced it enough to let you stay?
It would have halved it, and I have a decent amount of health.
Oh, there you go. I didn't know it halved it. I thought it was the one that was potent aptitude.
Yeah, that one, if I use, I can reduce something to 0, but the other one I can reduce it to half. And whenever it's somebody that hits for like 50 fucking damage, it's more of a halving situation.
Sorry, 80, you mean?
Yeah, you know what I meant.
Joran wouldn't use the power of hugs like Chani did.
No, I would use the power of, hey, this is the butt of my gun. Stop it.
Power of blunt force.
What if the two force users were together?
But Sorcerer is wiry. She's a
two force
ninja.
brothers were together, Count would have beat the shit out of Sorcerer.
Does Sorcerer have 80 health? Does Sorcerer have 80
No.
health?
No.
She could uncanny dodge for half.
I could.
Doesn't that only work for deck saves?
No, that's evasion.
No, that's evasion.
Nope, it's
Buddy,
just a rogue
uncanny dodge is
reaction.
only for attack rolls.
It's just a rogue thing they get as a reaction every turn.
Bro, I'm not a rogue.
You can only do it
I
once
just do
though.
rogue things.
No. If you have more than one reaction, you can do it more than
Who
once.
has more than one reaction?
What are the monk archetypes? I think it was Matt
Well, they're
first.
bullshit.
So iffy.
There's the
It's
there's the
decent.
Fucking
there's
monks.
like the officer or whatever it is.
I'm sorry.
That gets more-
Eric's
that
just
gets more
fucking
reactions.
monks.
Oh.
Yeah, the what is it? The scholar?
Yeah, I think it's Scholar. Anyways,
They get more than one reaction in this.
Back to doom and gloom.
Max is in the bathroom. So
Oh, never mind.
I'm also fairly certain that Max can only add her sneak attack dive once.
Yeah,
If
it's
she
only
hits
once
once
around.
per turn.
Yeah.
per turn.
Technically, if she does it on a reaction, like it's a melee attack on a reaction, she can also add it to that one, but only
Yeah.
once on her turn.
Yeah. So then.
So if you happen to walk away, her attack of opportunity would work if she had insightful fighting, but it's just getting
Yeah.
at that.
Or if she had somebody near you, because technically in that moment you
Yeah,
can still
yeah,
be
yeah,
flanking
yeah.
someone.
Technically, I do add more damage in the long run, because Hunter's Mark
That's the deal.
and Ranger's Quarry, whatever the hell it is, adds a D4, and Assault Specialist adds a
See,
D4.
I need to adjust.
Target Lock adds a D6.
Paladins are bullshit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have
Yeah.
to adjust something for count.
Paladins are always bullshit.
Hey May, stop chewing on that. You have so many toys.
So, I mean, Eric,
Yo.
level 11, I'll say level 11 thing, Wednesday, you could be a monk.
But then that'd be
fuck
bullshit.
Monks. Monks
Eric
are
is no monk.
bullshit.
Eric is rogue.
You can't see it, but I'm just making gestures that say, yeah, I know she's got me there. I don't have anything to say against it.
It's like,
But I want to deny it fucking furiously,
It's
but I
like-
can't.
Okay, that's adjusted for count now.
Yes, Robert, I am. You are
You actually
absolutely
No.
right.
on my
I will not deny it.
No, not on your sheet. On my page, it's for stuff.
Okay,
For you.
I didn't know if I needed to like refresh or like save and close.
No, not for the moment. I will say for the moment you still have one less down on the smites.
But
Okay.
I will say
I rolled
it
for that
depends
one.
on the day, because some days I'm a wizard, some days I'm a warlock. A lot more days I'm a warlock. Some days
I don't
I'm a
know what
wizard
I
who
am.
just like fireball too much.
You're a
You're a
barbarian.
Barbarian.
Oh, like class of choice? Absolutely. I thought we were
No,
talking
no.
about like
You.
us.
You
Wait, me?
Oh.
are a barbarian.
I'm a barbarian? I don't think I have enough rage issues for that.
It's not that you have
No,
rage.
it's not the common state of your rage. It's that when it happens, you can't get stopped.
You haven't seen me mad. I
have.
left. I left first.
Also, it's more of the controlled anger as well. It's knowing
is
when
fair.
to activate that anger.
But I'm calling you out that you didn't see it. I left first. Dad
No, I
found
mean-
me. That was it.
If we're talking IRL, I'm a bard.
To be more specific, a glamour bard.
Magic.
Bitchy.
Okay, are we good to go? We can
Anyways,
stop listening to
I'm
fun
good to
music and
go.
get back into doom and gloom.
Let's do it.
All right.
Somebody's
probably
moving at high paces right now with a lot of different stuff going on.
We can.
Stormguard.
I'm gonna pick this one. We go.
So, picking back up where we just left off,
Making my
Sorsha
way downtown.
broke out of her
Walking
thing.
fast.
There's no faces to pass. You've taken care of that.
Burning
Uh,
the grass.
Joran, you're pulling yourself out of the rope off the wall. Shawnee,
Getting my shit back.
you're reading your message and sitting that back, and you're looking up as Sorsha went from looking down softly to like head snapped up in a direction for something and just said that to you, as she has just gotten out and is still recovering from her glimpse. Count. That signature you felt earlier just pulsed, and now it's brighter. It feels lighter, and that is infuriating.
Come on, Sorsha, we've got to go. It looks like
There's a
Count
second
may have been
lesser
taken
one
by
near
something.
it.
War spaced with it to fight.
Count. For the moment, you can dash as a bonus action.
Ooh.
No, you bitch.
I
This is
picture
a
he-
dark that gives
I
fun
picture,
tricks.
I picture he's not running, he's just walking. Incredibly fast, at anime speed.
Joran, are you following after? Are you like trying to keep pace, keep distance? What you doing there?
I was told to leave the cave. I am holding my wounds and limping my way out of this fucking force hell.
And Joran has
That's
marks
okay.
everywhere that he turned.
I have everything marked. So I just go, okay, cool, left. Okay, cool, right. Oh god, my ribs. Ah.
Count.
Is a rib missing?
Count.
Yes.
Your saber is not ignited right now. There's no point in running with it on. That's just a hindrance, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're running through the grassy field as you top a hill. And there's a building ahead. It's a large, decently complex sized building. And that light, that feeling, that pull, that thing that dares to be happy or light when you're so disappointed, when you're so hollowed, is in that building.
Before you go any deeper in this, judging by Sorsha's reaction and Johnny's information, I think it's safe to assume that our group is using all of our movement because we're both rogues, high five, and can bonus action
Yep.
dash to get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Side note,
Expedited pace.
wrapping up as you guys are taking off to run, correct? It's been about 4 hours and 20 minutes.
Look at the cool guys and their fucking 100 and whatever the fuck movement. I get 30.
Joran's over here like, son of a
You get 60.
fuck! My armor's
Just
falling apart, my guts want to fall out.
Just lay on the floor and activate the jetpack and let it slide you wherever you're
I
going.
just painted my helmet and there's a scratch in it. Fuck.
It makes it cool, my
Almost
friend.
lost an eye in that slash.
Your new armor,
Your
is
armor
tough.
has literally got a new gash from shoulder to hip in it. Diagonally.
I can mend that later. I want to get out of here.
Oh, wait, shit. That means, yeah, you know that like strap you used to hold your gun on your back? It broke.
It's fine. I'm carrying it. No, fuck that. I'm mending the strap.
Okay,
I have mending.
do so. It's not hard. You just basically
Glue.
Walking
You
in
glue
mending.
it
it's a
back
small
together.
self-repair system you have built in. It just you hold it back together and it weaves itself back together.
Fucking get the fuck back where you're supposed to be. I can't hold you. I'm holding my guts in.
Pulls out a can of Flex Seal.
Slap.
Get together. I have to hold
Count.
my guts in. Chill.
You start running, and The light's
Did I-
running too. The smaller light next to it's also running really fast. What were you gonna say there?
Above game E.
Did I see which way he turned down?
Not by the time you got out. By the time you got down and towards it, he's gone.
Fair. Can I make a survival roll to see tracks as to which way he went down?
You can. It'll be difficult because lower light and hard floor.
So would
Fair,
there be
I have
tracks?
night vision.
Yeah, but it's still a little rough.
Yeah, no, I understand. It
Would there be tracks?
is.
Is there snow just like drifting along in here and everything?
No, but there's other marks that can be left besides feet.
It is a 19.
You can see every now here and there that most of the time it might just be like a natural break, but occasionally it looks like maybe something clipped it.
Okay.
Hard metallic or moving fast. It looks like something chipped it, and you can tell it's a fresh break with some of the rock dust on them
I
sometimes.
do not remember the range on the wrist launcher for the exploding bolts, but I'm going to get to the maximum range and fire an exploding bolt into a crystal cluster in that part where he went down. But I'm gonna go.
That's
right
the way
out.
you need to go to get
Never
out.
fucking mind. Fuck.
I was like, oh no. That could be bad. No, that's the way you're currently heading to get out.
I thought he was gonna go a different way.
So did I.
Or he had to go toward fucking dumbasses. Son of a bitch.
Well,
I'm
certain
in-
people are moving,
They're going
and
to
even
the-
under the influence, Count's intelligent and can learn those interceptions.
Yeah. I'm fucking following my way out.
By the way, Matt, if I hadn't been possessed by the dark side here, I was gonna say after I got a crystal or something, I was gonna pull out the pyramid and attempt the force nexus thing.
Oh boy.
Whoa, on Ilum. Wow, that's a choice. That's a fucking choice.
Anyways, Count, you're running.
Coyote.
You start running, and this is a big building. You've been running for about 40 minutes. You're realizing, looking out, reaching, the force helps a lot with you. It's when you're at this point, you've been buried in it. When you're realizing there's a wall here that if I could get around, get me there quicker. But it's in the way. What would you like to do?
Done. Done. Done.
I have second wind.
Done.
I have
Done.
90 tens.
Done.
All right, running ahead. running. You guys keep running. I would like all four of you to roll me a d20. Robert, send me
Yeah.
yours
All right.
over the Discord.
All right.
Haha.
If it's anything like initiative,
I am glad that the first roll I made when opening fucking roll 20 mistakenly was a nat 1 because rolls have been really kind to me thus far.
Is that a nat 1 for this?
No, it's a 19.
Okay.
No, sorry,
That's
18. I looked
19.
away. God damn it. Read 18 armor class.
I got
Okay.
a 17.
Brain,
Okay.
what the fuck did you just do, Brain? Okay,
So,
it's an 18 on the
you guys are
die.
running.
Fuck.
Making decent progress. Chani, you guys think you're probably about halfway back, right? Sorsha. It's getting closer. And it's growing. That cold feeling, it's branching out, it's arcing out, it's growing, it's rooting in. And it's close. Count. You've been running, and the more you run, the angrier you get, the more furious you get. Make a saving throw at disadvantage. A wisdom one.
2 dice at the same time. That's a 12 and an 11, so 14.
About 2 hours after you started running, you're fueled by spite, rage, and force at this point. Your body's starting to, you can feel it. Your body's starting to disagree with the pace you've been taking. But that doesn't matter right now. You know what does matter? That damned light. There's just a wall between you and them. That's it.
Can I tell Source is freaking out?
Sorsha hasn't stopped freaking out. I'm going to
But I mean, like,
probably safely assume.
an increase in freak.
But here's the question. Is the wall 10 feet thick?
Is the wall need to be removed?
I mean, is it a metaphorical wall or a literal wall?
There's a wall in front of you. Does the wall need to be removed?
Wall be removed.
Mark off another 4 force points.
Ooh, third level's might
I
again.
was gonna do this before this happened.
You can have a moment here. What would you like to do?
Okay, seeing Source is freaking out, I'm gonna say go, and I'm gonna haste her.
Okay, that's a minute.
She has double speed
This
for
would
a
be
minute.
For 1 minute, Sorsha. For 1 minute, your speed is doubled to 60. And you can dash 3 times. Which means you can move 240 feet and around. If you run full speed.
Be ironic if Chani
Do
gets
you
hit
take
fails
off?
concentration.
Sorsha doesn't want to leave Chani.
Do what I say.
Do you take off?
Bitch, do what I say.
Does Chani remove her visor so she can see the emotion in her face?
Don't have time to do that, sadly.
Sorsha's going to leave. Sorsha's gonna run
Full speed?
because Chani said.
So Sorsha takes off at top speed. She gets maybe 60 feet in front of you, right, Johnny? When Sorsha, you hear this. Johnny, you definitely hear this. About 15 feet behind you, the wall erupts sideways, and coming through with rubble hovering and blaring around him is Count. Lightsaber spinning around him still despite all this time. And in his hand, something new.
Ooh.
An elongated one. The handle's a bit larger than normal, and you watch as from it, blaring
Which
and
one?
glaring and glowing.
Which lightsaber is spinning around?
The blue one.
Did I manage 6 seconds in between here and now as he's breaking this fucking wall?
Yeah,
I cast...
it's just after that she gets the takedown, and everything is hovering and whirling around him, and Count is... not Count.
as
And
he's-
I'll have initiative.
Well...
Yep. Count just ripped through a wall. There's a surprise factor there.
Damn it.
It will have
surprise
initiative.
Chani cannot beat this on initiative.
I can't.
From everyone. Count, Jorah, yours is just in case. Sorry, but you're not moving quick, buddy.
Nah, I can't.
19 is my number today.
Sorsha.
19 is my number for combat, so it's a
Just making
29.
sure. Shit.
Like 10 and... Oh, wait.
Johnny.
I got a 16, but I mean...
You guys aren't too far from the entrance because you've been running. Do keep this in mind.
Yep. That's why my Hail Mary is fucking go, Sorsha.
If it matters, 27.
I'll list you down. It does somewhat.
If you see us, you can shoot him in the leg. And maybe
I
I'll survive.
I mean, like I said, distance is my shit, dog. Distance is my shit. If I
I'll
can
write that
piss him
down.
off to where he turns around at me, I'm fine with that. I have one health.
Count. You rip your way through a wall. It's just a wall. There's no stopping. This isn't going to stop you from getting what you want. As you rip through this,
It's just the beginning of
before
initiative.
This is initiative.
I used the thing I never have a chance to use, which happens at the top of initiative no matter who gets the thing, which is bad feeling, which lets us rogues move our movement in a direction that we choose. Which is
Fair.
that way. Sorsha,
30 feet
continue
for you,
going.
60 feet for you. So, count is now
Peely, 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 peely.
45 feet. So, count, Johnny is now 45 feet ahead of you, just so you know, because you'll know who I'm describing in a second. And Sorsha is now
A lot.
95 feet ahead.
That's with my haste.
You're only about 60 feet away when he ripped his way through the wall. Oh no! 60 feet away for 85 plus 60.
The rogue's thing is half movement, right?
135. I thought it was
I don't
full.
know.
I can check
I
it
don't
real
remember.
quick.
We're gonna go with full for the moment because I don't want to take the time to look it up right now.
Fair.
You're 135 feet away. Count and
How close am I to the door?
Don't think it's an ice
make an
yet.
intelligence check real quick while we're doing this. I'll tell you when it comes to your turn. Okay. You rip through the wall count, right? It's not going to stop you at all. It's just a wall. You've been through this. And in front of you is heavily, like, not heavy armored, but full body covered. Like, almost like an infiltrator kind of setup you've seen before. And you can't see their face because the helmet's closed, but just the posture, the feeling, and the force you feel it. It's... Johnny, would you like to describe your feeling as Count rips through the wall?
That's bad.
Say Chani doesn't have the force, but you can see that.
That's
As
bad.
an FYI, they are right. It is full movement.
I forget, Matt. Did you go with the...
Nope, you're good.
No. Did you go with, because this is going to be very important here very, very soon, second level spell, bonus action, along with an actual spell, or just one spell around? I forgot. Because we've been playing that fast
On the
and loose.
turn, on the turn, you can cast one spell of any level and one spell of second level or lower. It doesn't have to be specifically action or bonus action.
That answers my question. Thank you.
And they turn and they start to run. This is not an intent to fight. This is not an intent to challenge. This isn't the light that you were seeing earlier. That's farther down as you see a light-skinned Twillick running faster than you've seen people run before. Like, you've seen great many. This is up there with the top. This is what some of those high-end knights and masters have reached, sprinting at top speed. Some you've never really done or felt the need to. Just tearing down the hallway, getting farther and farther away. What would you like to do?
Can I make an intimidation check for Chani for something?
I don't see that resulting in anything but her wanting to run away, because she's already intimidated.
It's more to elicit something in specific, just...
What would you like to do to try and intimidate?
let's see.
This will take your action.
I'll take not getting hit by the fuck off blade, though.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass, and I'm homebound. Oh God, my spleen.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh God,
Da-da-da. Oh
my
fuck,
spleen.
there's my spleen.
Put it back
What would you like
inside
to
and go.
He's just gonna look her dead in the eyes through the visor. Call the older one back.
Not a chance.
And
But
then ignite
roll
his
your
saber.
intimidation.
And ignite his saber.
As the lightsaber ignites. And Chani, for the first time, you've seen Count's new project. As a 10-foot long, blazing, bright, I believe, crimson blade.
It's still bad.
Yellow, unless you changed it there.
Yellow, sorry, that was for that's your vision. Crimson. Yellow for
Yeah.
yours. Bright, burning yellow ignites and extends out to a 9-foot blade.
Don't worry, guys. One health point Torin is on the way.
We're running the fuck away. I don't know what's gonna
I'm
happen with
coming!
you.
Limping my way!
I am empowered by the Force. That is a natural 20 for 25.
I was curious to say, roll a wisdom save to see if you're frightened there.
I
But...
can still try.
Yeah.
I can't make 25. I made
For
22
one round,
though.
Chani is frightened.
Yeah.
For one round.
I have made my demands. Bonus
Are you doing
movement?
anything? You have movement, and you have a bonus action.
Movement? Bonus action? I'll just come up to her and I'll come up to her.
She's 45 feet away, so she'd still be 15 feet with your movement.
No. Yeah, I'll come up to her and use the bonus action to just walk up to her. Lightsaber ignited. Now.
Chani, it is your turn.
I cast a mirror image on myself. It's not a concentration. It just lasts.
Nope.
Jordan with 27.
So right now.
Jordan's
I
hauling his way
have-
here.
Okay.
Jordan's moving 60 feet.
I have
Are
3
you
of these
healing
guys now.
yourself at all?
I mean,
I mean, he's probably shoved a couple med packs to make the pain go away just a little
I
bit.
don't have any med packs.
Oh shit! Never mind then.
Second
I
wind.
do, however, have 9 D10s worth of hit points, so yeah.
Where are you getting the 9d10 from to use?
Second win, motherfucker!
That's just.
No, second wind is just a D10 plus your fighter level.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I forgot
Sorry.
I can't get all of them. You're good.
That would be busted if you could just heal your...
Yes.
That's how it used to be that I remember.
Wow,
There's an
sounds
option
like
for
a
it in
trade.
5e, but that's not important right now. Roll it, add it to it. You got it. Johnny, it's your turn. You said mirror image for your action.
Yeah, just a moment. One of the songs tried to betray me. So it's
Second wind
removed forever now.
is D10 plus con,
D10 plus fighter level.
fighter level. So, cool. I'm at 10. I rolled a 1. No, I rolled a 2. Sorry.
Yeah.
Rain.
Are you fixing the song still?
Yeah, it's fine now. Action. 3 little magical things appear.
Is she calling for the person as was demanded
Not
by
a chance in
intimidation?
hell. And then bonus action. Translocate 30 feet downward.
Well, then that was literally useless.
Okay, so what have I cast now? I have that many left. Okay. I still have my movement
immersion is
30 feet more.
harder time.
So you're 60 feet away
Teleport.
with... So, Count, you watch as the person not only refuses you, how dare they,
Natural 20
but
means nothing.
I mean, he's spooky. Don't get me wrong.
you're trying to make me force a PC to do some stuff. It's a little iffy in those areas.
Yes, that was the point of attempting.
Technically, she is frightened, so she has disadvantage on ability checks and attack throws this round, but it doesn't look like she's making any.
No. I also have natural 20 back. It was just lower.
Oh, you natural
Oh,
20 back!
It was
Oh
just
yeah,
lower.
natural 20s means you paired. You're not frightened then.
Yeah, you never said your roll.
I-
Yeah, she said 22. I thought that was his total. No, remember, natural 20s, he initiated, so that means you matched
It
him.
was, but because the other one was a natural 20 and higher, I didn't think it mattered.
No. If there's 2 nat 20s, modifiers kind of get tossed out for that bit for this. Remember,
Okay.
because it's 2 initiated and crit success.
If that's what you want to do. I still got concentration up. I have duplicates for whenever he comes to smack me. And I'm 60 feet away.
I knew my instinct
you watch-
was correct.
Yeah, it might have been. You watch as suddenly 3 more pop into view of 3 more copies of this infiltrator pop into view. And then they flick out of view, reappear 30 feet away, and then dash another 30 feet down the hallway. Sorsha, what are you doing?
Johnny said to run, so I'm just gonna keep on running.
Hold on a second. You're gonna run your full movement?
Yeah. Bonus action dash, boy.
Not just a bonus action. You have 2 actions as well to dash.
Action dash, bonus action dash, movement dash.
All the dashes.
So 240 feet.
Zoom.
You are...
Zoom.
Yeah.
You are the same distance away that I am.
With your... What was your intelligence roll, by the way?
Mine?
It was
Oh.
Hers.
a 12.
You're about 800 feet from the entrance.
Why? How far did we freaking walk?
For 4 hours. And you've been running for 2.
I also want to state I've been marking since the entrance.
Oh yeah, I have you just marking 60, but since they all were running 90.
Yeah.
That's
No, no,
That's also you. Yeah, that's
I've
also
been
you marked it
marking
down
the
count.
every turn since the entrance to the cave, is what I meant. With the like,
Oh yeah, that's she knows where she's at. There's that too. But where she's at is close enough to the entrance to probably find it.
Yeah.
But she also knows she's about 800 feet off still.
Because Mortimer's cool and all, but it can die. And I don't know what the hell Johnny has.
Count.
Just
The
infinite
infiltrator did not
Mortimers.
meet your demands. And the light just rocketed even farther away. It's out of sight now, you can only feel it distance. And at the start of your turn, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Disadvantage or normal?
Normal.
Pass one of these goddamn things, motherfucker.
5.
Son of a bitch!
Fuck!
He really wants to be dark side. Like really bad.
Apparently.
Fucking Sith.
I need Johnny to
Seth
make a
the
strength
Sith?
saving throw.
A strength save?
Yes.
Alright.
Matt, is my force DC affected at all?
Right now,
Yes.
what's your current one?
17.
Okay, tell me your roll, Johnny.
That's real funny again.
Doesn't matter.
I'm sorry.
Bonus action, do it again.
Burn your points. Come on, die.
Johnny,
We have to keep this up.
As your spirit,
Natural 20.
I don't
My
think this
God.
costs points.
Fucking hell. This is bullshit. Dice, you never
We'll run
treat
out
me
of
this well.
20.
You know what? You know what? Today,
You're running
it's
out
fine.
You'll run out of 20s eventually.
I love you, Die.
as you start to run forward, Johnny, you feel something start to grip you as Count has his hand outstretched. And start to skip backwards, but you're like, no, and you dig in with the what is it? The climbing effect, the maglock effect, and start digging into the stone and using that to keep carrying you forward without sliding backwards. And you manage to push through, only for it to happen again. And you're like, no, I've done this. I can do this. We need to go. And you dig in and run even faster again.
If anyone can sense emotions, Johnny's terrified.
Oh, Count can very much sense it. Count can feel it.
Moving 30.
Count is thriving off of it. And I'll move you 30 closer.
Excuse me.
Johnny,
This is
your turn.
basically over at this point, as I can no longer outrun them.
I move 90 farther.
Remember, you can bonus action dash.
Yeah, that's why I'm moving 90 farther. Seriously?
I was talking to Count.
Oh, yeah, that's alright, you can.
He burned his bonus action to grapple.
They
I know.
have the same movement as me. I can no
Yep.
longer outrun them.
Yep.
And I can't keep up.
I can no longer catch up.
Sorsha, what are you doing? Running?
Johnny said run, Matt Sorcerer runs.
Okay.
Sorcerer does what Johnny says.
570 feet down the hallway.
Boom.
It's rage count.
Knocking 30 off because he moved forward, 540 away from him.
Is rage count smart enough to know what I know there? Or Andrew?
For what?
That he physically cannot catch up to them.
Not quite, because technically to rage count, these aren't people he knows. He sees them running, but he doesn't know how long they can run.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he's seeing their run speed and he's seen people like this before,
He's seeing them move faster than they normally can. But at the same time, this light is infuriating, even if he's not able to catch it right now. And what else does he have to go back for? What else does he have to do those sports for?
take everyone's stuff. Fine. Fine additions to my collection.
Maybe, but that's not important right now.
Alright. Must murder.
After all,
Got it.
I mean, after all, once everyone's dead, what's to stop you from getting it there?
No, it was my mistake. It was my mistake. I tried to use the Force. I tried to intimidate. I should have been using my lightsaber and murder. That's my fault.
I can't believe Johnny will do that 20s. Shit.
3.
3.
3.
I'm just gesturing dumbfounded.
Are you guys just all booking your movement now?
Unless something comes up. I've got a minute on the image and a minute on her haste. I don't know what's happening, though. He might come up with something or just toss a rock really hard at me and stab me in the face. I don't know what he's got.
He
could
got
probably
some
shoot
fun
me.
options.
With a gun.
No, he's got some other options. Anyways.
Just making up the rear.
I have one thing I can do.
I'm gonna blow up Ilum when we leave.
Maybe just a cave.
So are you guys just gonna? What would you like to do? Because otherwise, it's just you guys running, correct?
Matt, I can use burst of speed. My movement is increased by 10, so each one will be 30 more movement. I can catch up.
Johnny.
So we'll have to do this in order, actually, then, so I can keep track of everybody's turns. Then.
Very well.
Count. You're casting burst of speed this turn, correct?
Yep, and then dash and movement.
So that's 80 feet forward. Which means that's 40 away. And that is 460. Chani counts 40 feet away right now, so he's running at you.
He's still 40 feet. After I move my 90, I don't
Oh shit!
think he's
Start of every turn right now. You get another wisdom save. This time at disadvantage for another massive failure.
1, 2. Disadvantage. Ah!
What?
Ah!
Is it a 1?
No, but it was a natural 20 and a 2. so another 5.
Okay. He's closer now.
Okay,
Johnny,
Matt.
your turn comes around.
Johnny's a smart girl. As soon as it looks like he's going to be able to catch up to her, I'm going to have something else planned. But for now, movement, action, bonus, action, dash.
So another 90 feet down for 130 feet down. Sorsha, running again?
Yeah, of course I am.
Sorsha's the only one reliably getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So...
Jordan, how's it going? You're... fuck. Shit. Piss. Every step there's a new word. You have a couple languages to go through of cuss words.
I'm going to assume he's been kind of booking it the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Oh, he
I'm
has.
as fast as I can.
He has. It's just comparatively, he cannot run at the pace
You're
that you
hitting
can.
90. I'm on a bad day. I'm hitting 60 on a good day.
I know.
And right now, he's keeping his guts in, so it fucking hurts.
Yep.
Your second win kind of like
He's going
It's
to
like
revitalized you for a
it's
minute.
like-
It doesn't technically close your wounds, but it does revitalize you for a bit.
adrenaline.
Yeah. The way
Yeah.
I said it is, Life Dead is in trouble. Need to get there now.
You're
At
moving
least
quick.
At least they're cauterized lightsaber wounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it hurts like a motherfucker still, and his organs are still threatening to pop out.
Are they freezing?
Yes.
Or his organs freezing back together?
Everything
They
is
might be. It's not that
Lightsaber
cold in
warm.
here, unfortunately.
lightsaber is warm.
Maybe when you
Underground,
get-
it's
maybe
not
when you
that
get-
cold, unfortunately.
Maybe when you
Anyways.
get outside.
Count, back to you.
Oh,
Well.
God.
Now I have 120 movement.
Yeah,
Wait, am I making save first?
yes, you are.
Is it disadvantage again because 5?
Yes, it is.
You know what it is again? It's 5.
5.
So,
Count is now 10 feet away from Chani.
I moved 100. Wait, she was 130 away?
Yeah. And that's with your full everything dashing.
Yes.
so hey, Johnny,
Johnny.
smart girl. He just fucking caught up.
Yeah, I noticed.
You know, in mechanical terms right now, you running forward will give Count an attack of opportunity.
I know, but I still have my images.
You do.
And that's something that you roll.
Yep.
It is. What are you doing?
I'm gonna risk it. We go.
Run.
90 more feet.
Roll to hit count.
No, I roll something and then
No,
he
no.
has to.
He still rolls to hit
Okay.
because he might not hit the
28.
image. Okay, he'll hit an image, maybe.
Well, with the wording on it, whenever they go to hit me, I have to roll to see who they actually attack. Not,
Yeah, but your mirror image clones, or whatever this spell's name is, have an AC of 10 plus your dexterity modifier.
I suppose he could miss, it's just, it was a point of order thing. But that's
Yeah,
fine.
no, I was just telling him to go ahead and roll it so when yours was done, we could pull his out. What'd you roll?
Plus 18 to attack, or to hit is nice.
Yeah. Johnny, what'd you roll?
I got 13, which is enough.
Okay, so count. You're getting close. You can feel it. You swing at the person ahead of you. Swing at one of the four, and then you watch as it just fizzles out, dissolves into pixels, and then just collapses and goes bye-bye.
I think it's like
Not feeling
13,
anything of the
11,
biting
9 or
flesh.
something.
Say what?
I think it's like 13, 11, 9 or something like that.
It
for the
is
clones.
6, 8,
6,
and
8,
11.
and 11, I think.
Yep.
Now it has to roll an 8 or higher to avoid getting hit. And you run forward 90 feet?
No, technically that one was 6. Yep, you're right. I reverse ordered it in my brain because I'm stupid.
Yeah.
But Johnny's running 90 feet.
Johnny's running the fuck away. Count. You just cut through a hologram. Those goddamn infiltrators and their slippery shit. Sorsha! Running.
Yep.
You still feel that creeping darkness, that cold current working its way through that energy. And?
Yeah.
About it right now. 240 feet forward.
What scenery am I experiencing?
You're running through a worn-down, war-torn building. Gouges and firing blasts on the wall. You tore your way through this before making it out to the field.
How's the ceiling look? You know what, let me make my save again.
That's not your turn yet. I gotta mark her stuff down. Give me a second. Go ahead and roll your
Fair.
save, but just give me a second to mark her stuff down, you know?
That's not 5.
That's good.
It's 4.
What is it?
It is both 11s, so 14.
At least it wasn't a 5.
It's
Oh,
never gonna be high enough.
it can be! That's the problem! He's so close. But anyways.
So,
Johnny's 100 feet away. The infiltrator is 100 feet away.
neat.
But the next save won't be a disadvantage. The next save will be a flat roll.
Cool.
120.
So you're ahead of her.
Yes.
Johnny,
Interpose.
Count is suddenly blitz past ahead of you and skids to a stop around in front of you, facing you now 20 feet ahead of you.
Alright. Is he blocking my way?
Does she want to make an attack of opportunity?
It's allowed if she wishes to.
I mean,
Theoretically, next turn your reaction would refresh.
Just punch me in the face.
this has actually turned into, if he gets the Sorsha, he's going to kill her. So I'm afraid
Just
you have to
punch me
get a
in the face.
dagger. That's a 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
That
Alright, will it hit?
that meets the AC of 26. Wait, yeah, 26 because I haven't used the defensive lightsaber thing.
Yeah.
That meets
So-
the AC.
10 damage.
You're gonna say you have
okay.
your reaction count.
Parry. now I get an attack.
Use the force
Because-
parry for how much damage?
She rolled a 10. I cannot fail that because my minimum is 11.
Okay.
So roll to hit, and you get your mirror image effect.
It's above 30.
What's your mirror image roll, Johnny?
Above 10. So I'm
you
fine again.
slash through, and another hologram just flips out. As you parry one of the daggers coming in, and a lot of them come in from the same point, so it looks like they don't meet at the similar one, so you can't tell which one did it yet. Johnny, it's your turn.
Okay. Now, he's in front of me, but is he actually blocking the path?
The path's wide enough you can run past.
The path is wide enough that I can run past.
Yeah.
And Sorsha has, by now, she's way the fuck out of my
Blitz
sight,
the
right?
fuck out.
You're right. So,
You guys can't see Sorsha right now.
in that case, I still have my 1. He's 20 feet ahead of me?
Yeah.
How many powers do you get as a warlock for how much you have?
I have 18 points. I have spent 12.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because it just doesn't work like warlock. It's just a tech caster.
So,
Is there a way of a wizard
Just like you
warlock?
have points instead of slots, they have points instead of slots.
Yeah.
I'm doing math in my head.
Did not expect it to turn into this such of an intensity shit. Oh my god.
Don't worry, I've tried to find almost okay-ish music to accompany it. He's 20 feet ahead. Before I move, Sorsha, you're going to have to go back to normal human movement speed, because now I'm going to haste myself.
Oh,
Aw.
I mean, she stopped a turn.
Yep.
But she's way the fuck out there.
Yeah, she's over 600 feet away. By my math.
And,
Is that
Yeah,
she
yeah.
returns
No,
of
you're
240.
and now...
I
No,
have her
she's
down her
700.
distance.
She's
What you do,
700
Johnny?
feet
And
away.
now with just my bonus action and movement, I have 100 feet of movement. No, I don't. Why did I say that? No, yes,
you
I
have
do.
you
I have
okay, so you have
120.
30. You're action casting, correct?
Yes.
So you double to 60, and then you have
Double again
movement,
because
bonus action,
bonus
and
action.
secondary action.
So I have 120. I could now spin 20.
No, you have 180 because you have an extra action still.
Yeah, you can spend that extra action to dash again.
Oh.
For 180. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what Sorsha's been doing this entire time?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why she's been
Yep.
moving 240 feet around.
I would like to follow her example.
You can only move 180 this time, but you can do so.
Oh no. Attack of opportunity count.
He
No.
does not. He used his reaction.
Oh, never mind. Then I get to keep my little cloak. Zoom.
So how far ahead of count is she now?
160 feet.
Yeah. Hey,
As you watch, as the infiltrator just digs in, you watch as some of the gears. You start to hear like a very faint, like whine, overclock, and just blitzes past you.
Still is chance.
Still is chance.
He's
Still is.
okay.
Sorsha,
This
you're
is gonna
running,
get-
you're running, you're running, and suddenly you hit a bit of lethargy. Like whatever Johnny did to your system to help you go, just hit suddenly, like takes out, and you. For this round, you can't do anything.
Aw.
As you're just recovering from the shock of suddenly slowing down to what you were before. Count, you're up. You get
One.
another wisdom save at normal.
At 1.
That one.
1.
How fucking dare that goddamn rogue.
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
Count
This is
and-
okay. This is great. Count.
Move 40.
Move forward your 120.
No, move 40. She's within
40?
120.
I would like you
Lightning.
to make me a Constitution saving throw real quick.
Me?
Yeah.
What is my con modifier? That is +7, dirty 20.
Okay. You don't take damage from overclocking your body this long,
Rolling to attack with lightning on Chani.
as you only move 40 feet forward.
That puts her at 120.
Mm-hmm.
This counts as an attack
Mhm.
roll, so doesn't it go off the thing?
It does,
it's
but he
an-
gets to roll it to see if he actually hits the clone even.
27.
It'll hit the clone even with the haste bonus.
Boy,
Roll
I
your
have-
roll to see if it hits the clone or you.
Boop-a-doop.
11 or higher now.
Yep, Bye, clone. I left you while you were there. You helped me. You were my friend, but now you're gone.
You fire off a lightning blast, and another clone blitzes out into pixelated holograms.
This is my last chance.
And this is infuriating.
This is my last chance. The clones are gone. Bonus action. Haste in that lightning.
Quick and lightning, gotcha.
Do I have the other thing? No, I have twin.
Empowered.
You at?
What? Actually, could I have spent points to twin the lightning for hitting the clone and her?
No, because of how it works, it's technically only one target.
Okay.
The force would only register one target down there. It's just how is it affecting your physical side still.
Okay. That hits.
What was it?
20.
Shield.
Or if you want an attack roll, 29. I meant natural 20.
Oh, no, and if it's a natural 20, then fuck that. Okay.
Okay, natural 20, roll your damage. As you have one infiltrator left and you raise a hand, lightning starts building up your whole arm, starting like at the shoulder, working its way down, and you just thrust your hand forward and it cracks across the slamming into the small of Johnny's back.
46.
Johnny, you're running. You watch your clone poof, in a blast of lightning, and you take a look back to see it reaching, streaking at you, and it just slams into the small of your back.
Alright. 36 damage?
36.
I'll take it so I can save my spell slots.
But can you con
Okay.
save?
There's a con save.
Correct, because you're concentrating on a spell.
You're alright. So then...
So, you're concentrating on a power, 36 divided by 2, 18, DC 18 Constitution saving throw.
20.
That's a 19.
Trying to keep your focus on
Johnny's
the...
actually got good con.
Trying to keep focus on the internal workings of your suit, keep it running, right? Without, busting something from the overclock.
Mhm.
You manage to, after that streaks and it slams in, the front of your visor, the hologram bits of it, just start flickering in and out, sparking for a second. You keep it together.
Bloody, though.
Hey, you're like me. Keeping all your parts together.
I don't know where the fuck you are, but you better hurry up.
You're like me.
He's
Trash.
trying, man! He's trying! I have a distance he has to cover.
I like the idea that they both could have fought and attempted to knock me out of this, and instead, just run.
Dude,
Yeah.
they
Dude, you
can't
blame them?
win.
They don't know your strength level still. They don't know you've blown a lot of force points. Anyways, Johnny, it's your turn now.
Every
To be
fucking
fair,
attack roll has almost been a fucking natural 20 as well. Like, what the fuck?
Actually, when I roll, I have plus 18 to hit at the moment. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't fucking help.
That really
So,
hurt.
Johnny, it's your turn. You can run.
I would like to run.
240 feet forward.
Yeah.
360 away. Chani is now out of sight of you, Count. She's went around a curve.
now I
Sorsha.
can't hit them anymore.
Yeah,
You're up.
I'm still running.
90 feet forward.
Yep.
Getting close to the edge.
This has a high chance of ending in a certain scenario.
It does. Sorsha, up ahead. You can see the doorway.
Yeah.
It's about 90 feet away. Count, what you doing?
I've had a realization.
This is concerning.
Yes, the door's closed behind us.
Earlier they did, yeah.
If they still close behind, Chani can't open that door. Also,
Yeah, but Count doesn't know this because Count isn't in here.
no, I had another realization. So in this building, would I be able to like cut a hole in the roof and go to another floor above?
For what you're feeling right now,
Yes. Or is the
technically in the building,
or
you
is
think
my-
you could.
I'll say. or
So
my
this
vision
is how your brain's going to interpret it, because Count's feeling the real life, correct?
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, he thinks he's feeling this building.
Yes.
In real life, Count's aware he can't go up because it's solid stone above him with where you guys are. And this, Count's reasoning is if he tries to cut off the whole building's going to fall and it's going to take him out.
Okay.
Structural integrity is issues.
I was
That's
gonna
how
see
your
if I
brain's
could-
going to process it because
I
of
was
what's
gonna see
working
if I
here.
could, climb up the pyramid per se, and then knock it down on them.
Realistically, Count's still aware of the real world. It's just interpreted differently right now. So that's how he'd see it, you know?
Oh yeah, my save.
Yeah, you get your save. At disadvantage because you rolled another 1!
So close. The disadvantage matters so much.
What'd you get?
11.
Well,
The other
The
dice
next
was a
save, isn't it?
19.
yeah, next save is not at disadvantage. But it'll be another fucking 5 or 1.
Of course.
If I were gambling,
Johnny,
I'd say-
running again?
I'm trying to get on the communicator to pack it.
Okay. Count, are you running too?
I am running, but I'm
Okay.
also doing that.
On my turn, like when it came up right after the counts, I was going to send a message to Chani. When you make it to the exit, leave. Do not worry about me.
Okay. You'll get that as you're trying to send a message to Packet.
As soon as I have contact with the big ship, we have an out.
Well, you have the little ship down here.
Well, yeah, but it's not currently controlled by an AI, is it?
No. Running 240 feet forward for 480. Away.
Zoom.
Sorsha, are you just gonna keep running?
Yes.
You're at 800 feet, so you are just at the doorway there where the ice pillar was, and you hear voices.
Can you define
Hear
voices?
voices?
You just, it sounds like loose, like murmured voice, like talking voices, standard like volume, but a little ways off, maybe in the next room. Kind of echoey.
Alright. Chiss or Jedi? Or both.
Are you doing anything, Sorsha?
Keep on
You ran
running.
in, you see, whatever you're doing, we can't hear you, I don't think. Or at least I can't because of where you are.
Yeah, I heard her, but I don't know.
I have her volume down, but right now she's moved somewhere else where I can't hear her, so I have to turn her volume back up. Now I can hear you.
I'm just gonna keep on running. I'm gonna ignore it.
All right, well, you used your movement to get in. I just didn't know if you were going to say anything. So you're at the
Nah.
door. Count. You're up.
James, black or purple?
I ain't fucking deciding your shit for you. I ain't putting that curse on them.
I have 2 dice that I've been rolling
black.
between.
I
Black?
mean, yeah, I was gonna go black.
It's a flat roll. Well, I mean, wisdom save, but it's not a disadvantage.
9.
Fuck! Okay. Okay. I don't like doing this to players. I realize this is my issue as a DM.
Just make it a charisma save. I would have passed so many times already.
It's not a charisma, though! I made this already. I can't just change it. I can, but it ruins it.
I'm doing all I can on my end, friend.
I know.
Hey, join the club, bud. Join the
Run it
fucking
forward.
club.
120.
Run it forward. You're 360 feet away from Chani now.
By the way,
Johnny.
the burst of speed is 8 hours. It's not concentration, it's just 8 hours.
I know. Make another Constitution saving throw as well, actually.
Blackjack 21.
Sure, you can pass those. No problem. Chani, run it forward.
Do I get anything from Packet?
Just asking him to get the ship ready.
I'm making sure that I'm asking him to try to lock onto my coordinates and get the ship
No, you
over.
don't get anything from Packet, but currently you're underground
I
on
know.
a stormy planet.
I
And it's
know.
he's out in orbit.
I'm also kind of sending the geographical location data of where the fucking entrance is.
Right now you're not getting any reply from the ship up there. Normally, Chani's good at tech. Normally the ships reach there because of the various antenna booster signals on the planet. Right now, you're on a planet with nothing like that.
That is fine. It's worth a
And you're
shot.
underground.
Maintaining,
240
continuing, trying to.
Nothing like that, save in certain very specific areas,
Yeah, she's just.
which are chance spaces.
She has an open one that basically says to respond as soon as this is acquired, and she's still running.
Sorsha,
Yes.
you have people up ahead of you. You could hear them still. And now you have your whole actions, your whole turns.
You
Do
you
they
have a
sound
door.
like nice people?
They sound like people.
How close am I to the exit?
Right now, you're at the doorway into the room of the tall cylindrical room with the pillars and the light shining.
Okay. I'm gonna leave.
Running forward,
Yeah.
barreling through, taking off. You get out onto the platform that leads with the 2 stairs going down each way. As you get just onto that, and pushing open the door. Currently in there, in the room, you see 6 individuals. 2 of which are adults, human males. One of them's pretty bald. One of them's bald, lean, brown robes, kind of loose flowing on them. Has a saber you can see on his belt. Younger man, maybe somewhere in the 20s. One older human, like black hair, peppered beard, but peppered with like gray and white in his beard and hair. Short cropped hair, also a human. Similar clothing, but he has a bit like longer handled lightsaber slung on him. And then there are 4 children between teen and young adult areas, right? Human male, blonde hair, blue eyed, pretty standard one. A Twi'lek with green skin, also a male. A human female, what is it? Longer, what's the term? Strawberry blonde hair, kind of like back in a ponytail. And a Togruta. Orange skin, blue and white, head cap. All of them, these are also dressed in similar like light robing and clothing. Loose, mobile, flexible. And as you run through, both of them look at you and hands drop to the lightsabers on the 2 adults.
They're about to have nightmares.
Do you say anything?
Out of character, the adults probably have already experienced this shit.
Come in peace.
You might want. I'll shut up and not there.
Okay.
What about the thing behind you?
Don't worry about it. She comes in peace.
I come in peace.
Well,
They can
they're
probably
going to be
tell
added
she's
to the
freaked
bottom
out.
of the initiative, so they're up next.
Ooh, we can make that people's.
And the bald one pulls it out, single lightsaber ignites. It's a shorter one, probably what you've seen Jordan.
Whoa, hold on.
Hold up. Angry microphone.
Microphone disconnected. Gonna have to start again.
Better?
For now.
Okay. Sorry.
Shorter lightsaber, probably what Jordan.
Nope, not better.
Showed up.
Oh, hold on.
Not better.
Come on, microphone. It's crumbling under the intensity, Matt.
Now
Blah,
it's
blah, blah, blah.
For now.
Okay. And the older human, like I said, with the close cropped beard and hair, pulls out and you watch as it ignites for a normal lightsaber comes out one side and another one comes out the other. And you just get Holt. Identify yourself.
fucking
What are you
dead.
doing here? Coming from the older one, gentlemen. And with that, we jump to count. As the
Hold my
kids
lap
crowd
forward.
behind them.
My disadvantage be normal.
Normal.
I did it, I think. I finally did it, I think. Double 15 meet it.
For a brief moment, Count, your rage dissipates. And you're back in the cave system. And you start to remember that you came here for something. You weren't fighting, but then back to the field, and that rage resurges, and the lights up ahead. And realizing there might be more gathering with it now.
Does that affect his movement ability?
No. Make another Constitution save.
Before I move or after?
4.
Dice, why do you do this?
Because you're gonna run. You're gonna keep running.
What'd you roll?
No. 27, or sorry, 26.
120 feet forward.
That one's a natural 20.
Yeah, 60 feet. Let's move on.
Piddly paddly, piddly paddly.
So 720 ahead. Are you just running full speed forward as well?
Me? What the fuck do you think I'm gonna do? Yeah!
No, I was asking Chani. I know what you're doing.
She's going. And
No
if she
offense.
happens to get anything
Oh,
on her
that's
comms.
taken.
Okay. You can see up ahead. You can see the door to the wall, to the back to the pillar room with the focusing crystal for the light.
Okay.
Zorsha, this man just demanded that you halt, identify yourself, and what are you doing here?
I am Sorsha. I'm not 100% sure why we're here. We came here with Count.
Save us, die roll.
Okay.
Damn it.
Do they know count? That is the question.
I'm very convincing.
But you didn't have anything to convince them of.
I can't take over till I'm in there.
Roll a persuasion just to see how well they believe what you've said already.
And do not strike you down as the heathen that you may or may not be.
I hope they don't strike
Jedi
me
were
down.
known for that.
I know.
If they know count, and she mentioned count though, that actually probably
Yeah.
doesn't help at all.
I was going to say, think about the terms you left, and she just mentioned it.
And a persuasion? I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Ow.
Bonus action movement, doing anything with those? Okay. And, older guy, face still just as, like, blankly passive as it was before. And how do you know Count? And why should we not strike you down for invading on our temple?
I know Count because we got sent on the same job, and now we've just been working together for a while, and he's been teaching me how to use the Force a little bit, so we came here to learn some more things about it, but
Okay.
some things went...
6 seconds.
At what point in time does Chani emerge from the hole, looking
Sorry.
fuck the fuck
just-
up?
I was-
and
Reading it, I had to stop. You got 6 seconds roughly to reply to stuff because we're in intervals still.
But can
Wow.
Johnny get through the door?
Yeah, Johnny's about to fly through the fucking door.
All the way up until
Count,
the
make another
butt-
save.
All the way up until the butt is about 6 seconds, actually.
I know. That's why I was stopping her now. Because it was at the 6 second mark.
Yeah.
Count, wisdom save.
16. 13 on the die now. 13.
Again.
16.
Crawling our way up there.
I know. Again, you start to flicker and you see in your cave and you try to figure out why you're in a cave. You were just fighting. And it starts to linger on. You start to remember something about crystal? A fetch? And then it goes back into the building. But the building doesn't seem as solidified.
I had a tenth of my health.
Lean my hand against the wall a second and just put a hand against my head. Just crystal.
Oddly, the wall doesn't
Why?
feel like the wall should. The wall's smooth here, but it feels rough, uneven. Shawnee, You blitzkrieg in through, and Sorch is there on top of the stairwell with 2 what look like you recognize as Jedi and 4 Padawans behind them.
So she can go through the door.
Yeah,
No, it's closed too. They already walked through.
Push the door.
Oh,
They closed
okay.
when they walked through too.
Okay, they're already in the area.
Yeah, they're inside in the center of the area.
Okay. I figured because there was the 2 separate door area. Yeah.
Yeah. And you still have an action left because you're fuck off.
Count's been taken by the dark side. He's on his way. We have to get the younglings out of here.
Sorry, my mind just went somewhere with that. Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
At disadvantage.
Disadvantage. That's fine.
Because you just blitzkrieg in out of nowhere yelling at them.
Well, she also looks kind of fucked up.
Yeah, she looks a little fucked up, but you
bloody.
blitzkrieg in yelling at them, trespassing, a number of other things.
Maybe they know Count. Disadvantage. It's still a 23.
At this, the guy's face, both you guys see here, was kind of passive and blank, and it hardens at this point. And he turns back to the bald guy and says, "Get them out," and starts to stride forward towards where you guys are.
Somebody help.
As he starts, you can feel this, Sorsha, as what feels like something coming from this man reaching out and forward. And it goes past you, like he's trying to feel.
I
Chinese.
can't get lost.
Johnny's gonna look over at Sorsha and say, Joran wants to try to hold him off. We should go.
What? What?
Looking at Johnny, it doesn't look like she's really in the try to talk him out of it amount of health pool.
God, if only you saw Joran right now.
Yeah, I know.
I am literally.
So, are you just going with Chani, or are you fighting this Sorsha?
I'm going with Johnny. I ain't fighting.
Okay, you guys are starting towards out where the other guy's opening the door, and he has the door open, and he's waiting at it for you guys to get out. And Count, make another wisdom save.
Keep climbing up this ladder. Keep climbing up this ladder. That's cocked.
I'm sorry.
We're climbing up the ladder. 17.
Son of a bitch.
We're climbing up
So-
the ladder. One rung at
Why
a
do you
time.
have amazing throws for everything but this?
Because it's fun.
This is what it
So
will.
Count. Staggering forward is the head. Like the pain in your head increases more. You start to see reality phase out again. And suddenly you're back in the cave. Except now it's not. It's flickering back and forth, or it's finally resolving to the cave. And the pain hits, and suddenly you feel bone like weary down to the bone. You feel muscles agonizing, bones creaking, and you look down, and you have a very harshly colored blue crystal, very dark, murky colored. And as you're looking at this, you fall unconscious and hit the ground. And that's where we'll call the session.
Making my way downtown. Spleen's falling out. I can't really move that fast.
Don't really know where it's at.
Fuck.
Did it look like the other person was heading, like, I know that they were holding the door, but it looked like they were actually, like, in the process of, okay, maybe we should actually leave, or does it look like they're going to try to fight?
Make an insight.
Insight check. I can do those.
The last one for the night.
Last roll of the night.
If you would have had me make a con save, it would have been a 23.
Nope. This was the price.
Well, this is also a 23.
You don't
23
think he's gonna stay.
Okay, it looks
You
like
think
they're
he's gonna go in as soon as everybody's out the door.
Okay, it looks like that guy's going in, and then the small people are heading outside with us.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
old man.
The
is
kids are already outside, and he's waving you through, and there'll be something next time. But for now,
Alright,
session's
how
over.
would he react to Jordan?
Yeah.
Don't kill me!
We'll wrap up tonight with Clown unconscious in one of the caves there, towards the entrance, clutching a dark blue crystal.
Is it like a cobalt blue type dark, or
Like a very darker end of the spectrum, murky cobalt.
I was gonna say like a navy?
Oh.
It's 97 different kinds of appropriate that you gave me a green crystal from that thing, Matt.
I'm
Cool.
gonna write navy crystal.
Count. Add to your sheet 2 levels of exhaustion.
How?
Okay.
How for count?
Where is exhaustion tracked? I've never actually had it.
It's not tracked anywhere. You have to write it down somewhere.
Okay. I'm just gonna write it, yep.
This is Count's price for overclocking his body for 2 hours.
Fuck.
If I passed any of those, I was gonna go back and try the Force Nexus thing and probably fuck myself even more.
Oh god, you have the holocron on you and the Jedi are here.
Yeah.
And you're unconscious and they're gonna get to you before I get to you.
Everything's
It is
fun.
No, they won't.
It is not the Jedi way to kill.
Okay, any closing
might.
statements, or should I end this thing now?
Actually.
I did not see it going this poorly.
It went very poorly, except for Sorsha and Johnny.
No, yes, Torcha and Chani went fine.
That's what I was expecting.
Chani very narrowly with three natural 20s in a row.
To put it simply, if Chani didn't like having counts around so much, it wasn't going to be a self-imposed check. It was going to be a blow up the fucking room with him in it, and fuck it, let's go. You want to hit me with your stupid sword? I'll use your shit against you, bitch.
That's all
But
for
here
this.
we are.
All right, well, we'll see what happens next time. Is there a known delay?
No.
I don't think so for me.
Everyone having
Next
fun.
session will be a cutoff time for me, though.
You gotta go pick up Hope.
Yep.
Midnight like before.
Yeah, probably, unless she tells me that she's gotten off stupid early again.
All right, well,
11:30 midnight. I'll plan for that again.
until next time, though. Be seeing you.
Let's see, what is next Saturday?
Next Saturday is the
19th?
19th, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm good.
Okay. Bye.
It's the one after, isn't it?
Yes.